of all, for us that are really brain dead, what exactly is an electromagnetic field, and how do you feel that EVPs come out of that?
Well, electromagnetism is one of the four fundamental forces of the universe. The other forces are gravity, the lesser nuclear force, and the greater nuclear force. Now, that doesn't make a lot of sense to most people, but what electromagnetic energy is everything that has frequency in the universe is electromagnetic fields. For example, light is an example of an electromagnetic field in a certain frequency, and it manifests as light. Gamma radiation is electromagnetic fields. If you look at radio transmissions, they are electromagnetic fields. So just about everything that has frequency, except for sound. Sound is a mechanical energy that's made basically by our vocal cords when we push air through it. And often these recordings that are picked up, the people that are doing the recording, they do not hear the voice. In some cases, they do hear a voice, but that's a different kind of phenomena. We call that audio or oral voice phenomena. In other words, you can hear it. Oral meaning A-U-R-A-L. But electromagnetic fields, are you still there?
I sure am. I'm sitting here just dying to hear your answer.
Okay. Oh, because there's like snow and stuff coming in on my headset, so I'm just making sure that we're still connected. But anyway, so what happens is that I started actually looking at electromagnetic fields back in the 70s, sometime around 77, because the only thing that made sense to me to be causing these things would be an EMF or an electromagnetic frequency in the audio spectrum that was being picked up by the microphone coil and then, of course, transcribed onto the recording machine. And back then we were using these big old 70-pound TAC reel-to-reels that, took a small truck to load around, and nothing was portable back in those days. But we started getting an idea that it was EMF that was the root source of these EVPs back then. Unfortunately, we didn't really have the technology to prove it. And it wasn't until about 6 years ago that we were actually able to use handheld instrumentation and actually capture an EMF wave file that matched an EVP wave file that we recorded. And since then, we've probably gotten 20 or 30 of these wave files that we've analyzed and found that they were an exact match frequency-wise.
Okay, let me stop you there and ask you a question.
Sure.
Now, this is going to get you right between the eyes. Is EVP voices from the dead?
Well, we don't know that. I'll tell you what we do know. We know that they emerge into our environment like in the middle of a room from no apparent source. I've actually built a device that allows us to pinpoint the exact point of emergence that these EMF signals come into our universe, so to speak. And they tend to be very localized in their effect. We can trace the exact point where they emanate into our environment, and then we focus a lot of our instrumentation in the area where these things emanate from to try to determine really what's going on. Are they voices from the dead? There's certainly a lot of anecdotal evidence that says that they may be, particularly when you get information and content off of the EVPs.
Names, things like that, birthdays, okay, right.
Names, birthdays, bits of history that later is confirmed as being true, this sort of thing. It's nothing that stands up scientifically. However, at some point, the mountain of anecdotal evidence becomes very significant, and we're at that point right now with EVP research. The anecdotal evidence is mountainous, that it's indicating that the consciousness survives after death.
That's a big statement. It's indicative that the conscience does survive after death. Now, let me ask you something. Can most people, like myself, your normal layperson, can I capture EVP? Can I talk to my father and my mother with a digital recorder?
Well, I don't know if you can talk to specific individuals. It doesn't really work like that. What usually happens is you're in an area where there's activity. You start running these recorders, and you start picking up voices, and chances are you're picking up whatever is attached to that location. Now,
but David, what if it sounds like my mother or my father or my grandfather? What if they call me Bibbidi?
Okay, you have no sound. Hold on just a second. I'm going to put my headphones. Hold on. Put my headset on. Okay. What do you mean you have no sound, ACOG? What is up? Are you trolling me? You have no sound. Well, the sound is working fine over here. I don't have a problem with it at all, so it must be you. I'm sorry. I will check the feed, though, the feed of the show here. Let's see if I can pick it up. And remember, what I hear, you hear. That's the rule of having a nice soundboard. All right, I'm going to click on the show and click play. And remember, what I hear, you hear. That's the rule of having a nice soundboard. No, it's all fine. Click like, you mullets. Click like, you mullets. Do Erica? Do you, Erica? What? Hi, Eric. Oh, do you, Eric? Oh, they're trying to shame you away from me. They're calling you Erica. You're just one of those guys that just worship her. We need to shame you away from her. The more we shame you, the more you'll leave, because we'll make you miserable until you do.
What if it sounds like my mother or my father or my grandfather?
For a response, and we'll actually convert that into sound so you can hear it back.
Wow.
It's kind of like an ITC device or a communication device, to try to communicate with whatever it is. But yeah, it is possible to establish some type of interaction. But the jury's still out on what it is. I mean, I can't tell you
now,
that it's a dead person or someone emulating a dead person. We don't know yet. We don't have enough data to make that determination.
I am presently looking at what is known as a tri-field meter, okay? Now, you speak a lot about EMF. I just turned this on, and it says that on magnetic, it's reading in between the 1 and the 2. On electric, it's reading right at the 1, and then on whatever the first. What is that? Just because I'm sitting in a hot box of equipment that's going on right now? What do these things do, and why do these people that are considered ghost hunters? Why do they say that there's a ghost in the room or whatever when these things start going crazy? Why would that be? Tell me that, please.
Generally, lack of formal education.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Expound.
What that's really telling you is that there's just a spike of EMF. It doesn't tell you anything else. It just tells you that you have a spike of energy there. And sitting where you're sitting, everything around you right now is transmitting EMF. The problem with a meter is you have no idea what frequency that it's what you're measuring. Chances are, in your case, you're measuring 60 cycle power that's surrounding you right now in the room you're in and radiating out from all the equipment that's, arrayed all around you right now.
I'm surprised I'm not glowing. I mean, I've got
it's not that high of a level, and 60 cycles at very high level will cause you to have experiences. It will stimulate parts of your brain.
Really?
And create experiences that may seem paranormal-like. So
like
it's very
what?
vital.
Like what? I'm interested in that, if I may stop you. Like what? But let me ask you this. What does a person in my situation and other situations out there, why is there sometimes this
low-frequency EMF wave that has information on it? And you're just about very similar to a TV set.
Wait a minute. He just answered the $1 million question on why I pick up the hum, that noise. Let's see what he says. Wait, let's go back.
In other words, you receive this signal, and similar to a figure. I've performed a series of experiments on some mediums, and I
may not be by this or whatever. Is that?
Well, aren't you a medium or a psychic
yes,
or whatever?
Yes, I am. I'm a medium and a psychic. I claim to be. I may not be by the end of this program, but no, I'm joking.
I've performed a series of experiments on some mediums, and I'm pretty close to figuring out how it is that they get their information. You are actually picking up a very low-frequency EMF wave that has information on it. and you're just about very similar to a TV set. In other words, you receive this signal, and you get video and audio on it, and whatever information is being transmitted.
David, I've never even been so honest as to tell people what all I see, and not see so much, but hear, because I'm afraid they'll call the men in the white coats.
Well,
you know, they're coming to take me away. Aha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. You know?
How do you think I feel? I've been doing this since 1976.
Oh, wow.
And it was way uncool to do it back in those days.
They probably really would have called them in the white coats. But, yeah, I don't want to go with the basket weaver, sit and smile. But sometimes, David, it is to where... May I call you David? Call me Debbie, please.
Okay.
My brother's name's David. My father's name was David. And
My God, I was so nervous on this fucking interview. I remember telling Mr. E about an interview that he did one time. A friend of mine named Mr. E, he did on Elvira. You know that girl, that Halloween lady called Elvira? And we were talking on something one night, and I started playing the playback of his show that he did with Elvira. And he goes, "Turn it off. It's like sticking needles in my eye." Because this was my first night back after being 404'd off of Blog Talk Radio. And I was so nervous because there was like 1 million people in my chat room, and they were all just sitting there just waiting for me to mess up, and I was so nervous. And I'm on a phone. And I'm on Vicodin. So that's why I sound a little bit different. There you go.
And my family's name is David. So
it's a common name.
It's a very common name. And for all of you out there, I speak for all of you, sometimes it becomes, and it's been so bad that down the entire house.
Let me back up a little bit with this, because there's a lot of EVPs that come through absolutely normal, like a normal tone of voice. There are EVPs that come through that sound like someone ate helium or breathed helium before they spoke. There are EVPs that come in that sound somewhat electronic. And all I can tell you is that there is interference involved with the receiving of these fields. And that interference can cause a lot of anomalies from the original source waveform to what we actually receive.
I thought I would share with you guys if I still have it. Yeah, she got caught forging. No, that's not it. I made a recording off of an old computer that I have. It's one of the Macintosh computers. And I recorded... I got on my phone, and I took it from my phone to here. Let me see. I think this is it. Well, maybe not. No, that's not it. I made a recording from on my phone, and I took it over. I thought it was about, maybe it's this one. Oh, that's not it. I thought I had it on here. This is it. This is a recording of all of the EVPs that I had on this one computer, and I had a bunch of them, and they're very, very, like he was saying, metal sounding. You can just barely hear a cadence to them. It's really, some of them are really, really weird. Some of them are just, I don't know what they are. Victor recorded probably 90% of these, so I don't know what half of them are, but I'll show y'all that in a minute after we finish listening to this guy, because he's talking all about EVP and what we were talking about. I think if I can find where the hell I went. Where did I go? I was up here somewhere. Hold on, I'm looking. What did I do with it? Where did it go? No, I don't know what I did with it now. Hold on. Here it goes. Okay, here we are. Let me see where I was.
Because they're experiencing life as pure energy. So it's very, very possible.
We almost look like a mixture between a light bulb and the sun, sort of, is what you're sort of describing, right? I mean,
yeah, more of a blue-white light, but yeah, I mean, exactly. And of course now I'm theorizing, that, yeah, you have trouble with some words, so do I. I'm being theoretical here about my approach with this, and I'm basing it on some assumptions of conclusions. But if these things are true, then it is very possible that we are dealing with a parallel or at least adjacent universe where the possibility is it is actually resonating at a different frequency than our own. It may even be occupying the same space as our own, but we're oblivious to it because we don't perceive it.
So this is good news. I mean, of course, I'm being kind of weird when I say that, but you know what I'm saying. I mean,
no, it means we're very close to understanding another part of life. I don't think what we're dealing with is paranormal at all. I think it's actually normal. We just don't understand it yet.
Personally, on a very personal level, and you don't have to answer if you're uncomfortable, do you believe in life after death? Are you being what you are, which is fascinatingly unbelievable to me? Do you believe in, you know, what are your beliefs as far as that goes? And like I said, if you're uncomfortable answering that, just say, you know, whatever.
Well, no, I mean, I converted to Roman Catholicism back in 2002, and you know, of course, I believe in an afterlife. Plus, I've had experiences growing up and in my family that, I mean, reinforces my belief that the consciousness survives after death. I've had information given to me from dead relatives, for example. I couldn't find something, and they would come to me in a dream and tell me exactly where it was, and the next morning I would get up and find it. And stories like that are very common in my family. So it's a situation where I've always said what I believe and what I can prove are two different things. And I've spent most of my adult life trying to narrow the gap between those two.
Wow. So we believe that we are going to see I will be with my father or my mother again. You can pretty much say that with gumption. I mean, you can pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And this is not what I'm trying to get out of you. I'm just interested in what.
Yeah.
You know, I think my original interest in the paranormal came, I didn't go to it, it came to me. And it was due to something that happened in our family in the year 2003. On Christmas night, I told you guys when I bought Stephen a drum set for Christmas, and he was up there, he had put it together, and he was up there real late just drumming on it, just blah, 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 just making all this noise, and wondering if he was going to turn out to be a real world-famous drummer. I told Victor, I said, go record him on the stairs, just lay it on the banister where he doesn't see it. And he did. Well, Victor forgot about it, and he uploaded it, because all you do with this recorder is you just pull it apart, and it becomes a USB thing, and you plug it in, and he saw it on Audacity, and after Stephen had gone to bed, there was a long line of silence with just a few blips on it, and then there was this real big place that had blips on it. He goes, what the hell is that? Because he'd already shut everything down, and he played it back, and it frightened him so much he woke me up. And he never wakes me up. He only wakes me up if the house is on fire, which hasn't happened but once a week. And he says, Debbie, you've got to wake up and hear something. I said, hear what? He goes, hear this. I go, hear what? And he goes, come here. And I get up and I walk in there half asleep, and he plays me this thing, and I said, what the hell was that? He goes, I don't know. It just appeared on the audio. And I said, who is that? And he was like, I don't know. And we heard, so when we went to the computer, we put in strange metallic sounding voice on our audio recording, and it said EVP. And I said, what is EVP? And that's where it all started. And after that, it just sort of, Victor thought, well, if I could get that, then I could get this. And if I could get this, I can get that. And it just sort of built. It just builted. Yeah, it just went from there, and it just sort of spiraled out of control. And what happened with us is, excuse me, Sunnyvale, which is where we lived, I think it's got some sort of a curse on it. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But when you open up a portal to the afterlife, so to speak, it's just like opening up a bar on 6th Street. It's like you don't get the choice of who comes in there. And a lot of really bad people came in there, is what I'm saying. And they were really mean, and they had a lot of mean things to say, and they were not very nice. And then we heard Indian chanting. We heard all kinds of crazy things. And it just got kind of spooky. There was no real poltergeist situation going on. There was nothing moving. Nobody saw anything. It was just these things that were getting that were bothering everybody. We had 22 dogs die. We had more cats than that die of just whatever, nothing. It was just weird things that would happen. Our luck became just unfathomably bad. And although the family stayed intact, everything was fine as far as everybody went healthy-wise, but it seemed that there was just something going on. And so we decided to sell the house. And so I did not tell the person, just like the person didn't tell me, that house has got something going on with it. Because the house was built in 1990, I bought it in 99, and 6 families had already come and gone. 6 families. One of them was a teacher at the school that the kids went to. And when she was questioned about it, I asked her, I said, did you ever have any weird thing going? She goes, I don't want to talk about that house. And I said, why? She goes, because talking about it makes it real. And that's all she said. And then when I moved in there, this girl came over and she goes, you know this house is haunted, right? And I went, what? She goes, they say this house is haunted. It sits on haunted land. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And I had just closed the house 2 days ago, 2 days earlier. Huge home, big home. But the thing about it was this house was so spooky because of the attic space. Like it had the first story went up to 20-foot ceilings, right? Then there was a second story, which was normal. It was just the usual 13-foot ceilings. And then above and beyond that, there was an attic that was a cathedral ceiling. And it was real tall. And there were three levels to this attic. It was enormous. You've never seen an attic. This attic had, if we would have air conditioned this attic, this would have been an 8,000 square foot home easily. Maybe more than that. And behind it it still is to this day and always will be property. It's a forest. It's land that's never been built on and it's never to be built on because it's sacred. It's where Indian burial ground is. And you're going, what? I'm going, yeah, I know. It's insane. Then also there's some really old barbed wire out there, an old barbed wire fence where there was a man that had property and he was a really mean man. And there is a busted up foundation. Now, the ancient Masons believed in laying a foundation under a house, not pier and beam, because they felt that kept the evil spirits out. Okay, and there was a busted up foundation, and there was 2 trees out there that had rope burn marks on it. You could tell where somebody must have been hung or something. I know you're going, what? It's pretty spooky. And there's 70 acres behind that house. And then one day, Victor comes walking in. He goes, you won't believe what happened out in the forest. And I said, what? And he goes, there was just a landfall. And I said, what do you mean? And it was just like a sinkhole, a landfall. And it was really long. And that told us that there was a watershed underneath there. And so we went and looked at the plat and the map histories, the old ones. And sure enough, it was built on floodplain. And that is so dangerous because water attracts energy. Energy brings energy, period. The other day, I was playing with Jet's spinner. He had a spinner. And I said, Jet, do you know why this goes so fast? And he goes, no. I said, do you see these little bitty circles on here? I said, each one of them has a little silver ball in it made out of metal. And I said, so when you spin this, those little balls all spin, and then those spin, and that spins, and that's energy on energy on energy, which makes it go real fast. And I said, energy will do that. And I said, if you just have a wheel, and I looked over at one of the baby's toys, and I said, do you see this toy? It was a little car, and I spun it, and I said, do you see how that just goes boo-doo? I said, because that's the only energy it had. And I said, with these wheels on this spinner, the energy in the little wheels, like the wheel in a wheel, whatever you want to call it, it's like there's energy in there which keeps it spinning around. And Heather goes, I just love that you're so smart. It's like you know everything. I said, I don't know everything. I wish I knew everything, but I don't know everything. Although I tell them all the time, just ask me anything, I'll tell you. All right, shut up, everybody. Is anybody here tonight? Hi, Jewish producer. Debbie was so polite back in the old days. Hold on just a second. I'm reading my chat room. Hi, JP. How are you doing, sweetie pie? No, you're not the first. You're the first Jew in there. Jewish producer, you little hottie pants. All right, let's get back to it. Ready, everybody? And go.
And there's a line of thought out there that believes that consciousness is a universal energy field, and that all the brain does is tap into that. So our body is basically a shell that our consciousness uses
there
to
you go. Bingo. I feel the same way. I love it. Right on. Thank you.
To manifest itself on the earth in a physical form. So if that, I mean, we call it quantum consciousness, and basically what it means is there's I think Casey called it the Akashic Records. There's essentially a big grid of information that permeates through reality, the universe, whatever. And our consciousness is a part of that unified field that permeates the universe. It connects to us through tiny threads, almost like these little nano threads that connect it. And upon death, those threads sever, and your consciousness remains where it's always at. It's just no longer attached to this physical body.
Do you believe that maybe when we dream, is there a possibility that since we've technically shut down, yes, I am UFO geek, that we basically shut down the physical part for a while? We put it on a battery charger. Do you think maybe there's a chance that we somehow another contact, zone into the other side, or zone into that part of our connection there, or something like that, or? Maybe?
Sure, it's very possible. I mean, there's been a lot of research on, particularly sleep research, that's been done over the years, and one of the things that has been documented is when a human being loses consciousness, meaning when you black out and you don't think anything, your beta brainwaves flatline.
Really?
And one of the things that we do is we look for evidence of beta-like brainwaves in the environment during a haunting situation. In other words, if we go to a place and it suddenly becomes active with weird things happening, we begin to start looking for waveforms and patterns that are similar to beta brainwaves. And
now, is beta? No, we've got to keep up with my audio. Is beta the conscious brain? Is that what you're talking about?
Well,
beta. Like where I'm at right now, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to David. I'm looking at the computer. There's a lamp. There's a phone. Is that my beta brain telling me anything? Or
no, there's different. Our brain has different waveforms that are going on inside of it. When you have an EEG done on your brain, they're measuring a lot of different brain waves that are being generated in your brain. And there's alpha waves, beta waves, delta waves, gamma waves. I mean, there's 8 or 12 different brain waves that are vital to healthy brain functioning. And what they have discovered is that the beta wave, which has to do a lot with our cognitive powers and how we perceive things, flatlines when we are unconscious. Now, a lot of empirical scientists say, well, of course it would be flatline because, you're not being cognitive, you're dead asleep. But on the other hand, some people are saying that you can't be cognitive because you're asleep. Because you're not cognitive because
is sleeping considered to be unconscious? Is that what we consider to be unconscious? Right?
There are parts of sleep that are unconscious. For example, when you are in the REM state or the REM state, you are dreaming, you are active, you have activity. You have brainwave activity.
Oh.
But between those periods, when you are in what they call a deep sleep, that's when you have a lull in those activities, particularly in the beta brainwaves. So, and when people are knocked unconscious by an accident or someone clubs them, over the head, same thing. The beta wave flatlines until they come to again. People in comas, the beta wave flatlines. So we know that there's an association between beta brainwaves and consciousness. So we figure, it's not going to hurt to look for these waveforms in an environment where there's some kind of activity going on that's deemed to be paranormal.
There's a question in the chat room. There's several questions in the chat room. They're just bombarding me.
I know they're going crazy in there.
Are you in my chat room at debi.com?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
I'm actually in there.
I'm in another chat room. I'm over in the VTR chat room, and the question on the table that I see says, ask him, do we get reincarnated from one body to another? Do you believe that? That's the first question I'm going to ask. Do you believe that we get, that this ball of energy, so to speak, I'm assuming that the person that asked that means, do you believe in a reincarnation of this spirit that you spoke of? This, I say spirit for lack of a better term. That's a difficult question there.
Well, not really, because it really doesn't matter what I believe. What matters is what the data tells us. There's a significant amount of data that seems to indicate that there are cases of at least some partial form of transference of consciousness from a previous entity in the past. There are there are case books full of people who had no information, they have no way of knowing, can find their way around a room 5 countries away and have never been there in their life, and can remember past lives. Does everyone remember it? No, because I believe part of the process of energy transference, if this occurs, may erase certain memories to keep us from being confused and have a hard enough time. I mean, think about if we remembered, if for example, say we do reincarnate, what if we remembered every life we ever had?
Wow.
Would that be insane to try to walk around and live your life?
That would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. I don't know if I could do that, because I feel that some people are older. I feel that we are nothing but a soul, spirit, a ball of energy. I feel that those things, those energy fields, those spirits, my spirit, your spirit, is of a certain age, and that's the age we pretty much stay at in this body that we're in right now, this suit made out of goo and red and purple stuff and veins and stuff. I believe that thing inside me, Debbie, and you, we're not an age. We are what we are, and there is no age, so to speak. It's real hard when you get into me to understand what I'm trying to say, because I'm not, versed in how to speak, but I believe that, and I think that kind of ties into what we're saying here. I feel like I'm about 21. I don't look 21 as far as this bodysuit goes. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And you sound like a very young spirit yourself.
Oh, man, I'm going to die 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? No, I first of all, I think age is a mindset, and wisdom is an acquired trait. I have always been very young at heart. I think a lot of people were born old, like just born old, decrepit people.
My son's an old man.
And acts like an old man, grumpy, grumpy old.
He's a curmudgeon.
But here, there's a thing. I mean, when we start talking about beliefs, that's kind of a strange area, because there's so many different things that you can't put your finger on that are, impulse type things that we see something, we're actually the sum total of all of our conscious experiences. So anything that affects us in our life formulates our belief patterns and what we believe and what we feel. As a researcher, I have to kind of put all that stuff up on a shelf and kind of ignore it so that it doesn't take away my objectivity in looking at data.
Exactly. A lot of people ask me, is he a debunker? And I said...
Well, yes, of course I am.
Well, actually, he is a debunker. He is a
That's
debunker.
That's exactly right.
He is in a way. Yeah, you are in a way. You're a debunker, but you're not... I'm not
a professional debunker.
You're not a professional debunker. Yes.
What we do is before I can present something as evidence, I have got to eliminate every natural cause or reason for it to occur before I can say this is this, I have to say, okay, let's try to duplicate it. Let's see if we can determine what it is. We have to eliminate every possible natural explanation or known explanation before we can throw something out there and say, okay, this is paranormal. Because if you don't, trust me, someone else is going to, and they're going to make you look like a fool. So when I say we debunk, when something goes on, we immediately try to reproduce what happened. We try to determine if there's a natural cause for it, or if there could be a natural cause for it. And if there can, we throw it out. We don't use it as evidence.
Of course I'm okay, Joe, if that's you. There's so many sock accounts nowadays, I don't know who's who. If that's Eric. Eric, you gave me a number the other day that you said you had made in your business. And so you went to a nice hotel and all this kind of stuff. Give me the first digit in that number that you said that you had made, and I'll know that's you. Let me go look. See if you can hear me. Wow. That is you, Eric. Okay, sorry. Sorry, it is you. Yeah, he said, I made $62. He said on the phone, I made $6,200, so I'm just going to fuck off to this weekend. That's what he said. That's what he said. I don't know. Just ignore him, Audrey. I love you so much. I love the piss out of Audrey. Damn it. Audrey has known me since the beginning. She's been with me the whole time. And there was an Audrey show she was on one time. I should show y'all that. It's so sweet. But I ditched everything on my computer today. I got so pissed off at it for being slow, so I ditched it. I just knocked it all off. I thought I had Audrey on one of these shows listed. Let me see if she's listed. Audrey would call in to my... Here it is.
Really good topic.
Yeah, it's amazing.
This is Audrey.
Wink, wink. That's all I'm going to say. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Really. Mm.
And it is so amazing. You know, we don't realize just how messed up some people are. I mean...
Oh, we got to go back on this. This sounds good. Let's go back. This is me talking to Audrey in the year 2012.
He says he just sits back and watches it. And it doesn't happen all that often because Ann is presently not close to me geographically. But we have been together on several occasions with Vic in the same room, and he goes, Debbie, I got to tell you something. I have never in my life been more awestruck than watching you deal with somebody like that.
All right, we got to go back again.
Bad ways around it.
It happens every day.
Whatever. Let's change the subject.
God
but
damn it!
You know,
all right, everybody, stop. Everybody, don't move. It's all of your fault because y'all get all bajiggity on me. Then I can't think about what I'm doing. All right, let's go back to 5747.
Made it come.
And taught their English to our young. Jam! Jam! And all the beads we made by hand. All right, stop.
On our days made in Japan.
I love you too, Audrey Bones. We're going fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forward. They've learned. Cherokee Nation will return.
Will return. Will return. Will return. Will return.
That's Audrey's intro.
Yes, she's not immense. There's a lot of sense in what little Audrey has to say. Audrey, my love, how are you?
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Audrey.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good.
You're so precious. Hey. You called into a show that I was on, and that was the psychic medium Christine.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. She's super uber cool.
Yeah, I called in on a different day, but it was real. She's like, she just blew me away. Like I couldn't believe it.
I could not believe how much she opened up to me.
Really?
Oh my God, yes. She said, Debbie Davis in the chat room. Wow, I was like, shh, don't say that. Shut up, you idiot. And she was like, call in. So I called in, and I started kind of picking up things on her. And I was right about the things that I picked up. And she ended up telling me that she once attempted suicide. That a lot of things. It was wild. She's a beautiful person, inside and out.
Yeah, she really is. But a lot of things that she did say to me, like a lot of things that you told me, I mean, she did say a lot of, she did validate those.
What did she say? I'm interested because we were typing on my cell phone. Audrey and I are friends in real life, and I hate that stupid thing. Audrey, you know I do. I hate typing on that damn thing.
I know.
I hate it. What did she say to you?
Well, you know how you said that, let me get my thoughts straight, where he had financial problems and, certain things like that, and, the love was there, and he just had to get a lot of things straightened out in his life. Everything was validated as far as what you said, so...
And she picked up on those too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, oh, wow. So that was just like validation for me,
I remember on one of my shows a long time ago, I said, gosh, I guess I really am psychic. That was one of my drops I used on an intro. I said, I guess I really am psychic. Something had happened in somebody's life. Hey, did you hear that call recently from Anonymous Bill? He called.
I heard a lot of them from him, so I don't know which one.
He called in one night and I said, who wants a reading with tarot cards? Now, I don't read tarot, but I can read tarot with my eyes on the screen, and I did a reading for him. And I said that in the near future that something spectacular was going to happen at work. Well, he calls in 2 days later, and he goes, Debbie, you won't believe this. He goes, I just called to tell y'all that I don't know this woman very good. I'm crazy about her, but she's right. He said, Debbie, did you know that yesterday at my job, my boss came up to me and said that he was putting my name in for this huge promotion, and he was pretty sure. I know. It was last week when Anonymous.
Yeah, I remember the reading and I remember the reading you gave him, but I didn't recall him calling in. I don't remember.
Yeah, he called in 2 nights later and said it. I was like, oh, my God, are you serious? He goes, yeah. He goes, I swear to God. He goes, I didn't even believe it. He goes, I could not wait. He called in he was like the first call. He goes, I could not wait for your show to start.
But you really read those tarots. You know how to explain them really well.
I would love to learn tarot. And learning tarot is something that I think very few people know. It's something, it has to do with, did you hear that reading that Storm Sestavani gave me?
I can't recall. It's been a while.
That's a scary freaking reading. God almighty, that's scary. It was live on my show one night when medium Laura Evans was on. When I first started doing readings, I attracted the attention of every reader on BTR because I was doing that good. I had known for years that there was something weird going on inside me, that there's just many coincidences.
I'm special. I am special. Y'all aren't special. Y'all are mean. Y'all are all horrible people that I can kill if I just hit Shift, Control, and F4. Listen to Fufu snoring. Listen. Isn't that cute? Little Foo-meister. Where were we? No, I'm not going to provide you with drama. You want to hear drama? Then just... I don't know what to tell you, boys. I'm not doing it. I'm tired of drama. Joe said that every time he called in my show that he was trolling me, he hated my guts, and all this crazy shit, called me every name in the book, and I'm like, okay, fine. I used to go back and back and back and back, and I don't go back anymore. I used to do that all the time. I would go back, no matter what happened, I would just, let's just take a listen and see what Joe said. Shall we? Let's do.
I'm not a part of. Like when everybody says, oh, Joe, you got to go hear this and you got to go listen to that. The only time I hear it is somebody puts it on and plays a clip. Right? It's just what I am. And furthermore, that's just what I do. Right? Even when I was still calling into like Debi's show, she would say, did you listen back? Nope. Right? It's all about in the moment for me. And with that said, I understand calling in and being part of it. Right? I understand it. and shit, and being in the chat once in a while. I don't understand listening every day. You know, getting up in the morning and listening to the show and dissecting it, right? I don't. I teach their own. I do a lot of things every day that other people don't do. All right? But don't tell me that, you know, it's weird. And what's weird about it is as fucking delusional and as mentally unstable as Debi is, which she is, and anybody that's got a fucking inkling can watch her go and see it. Right? It's just as mentally unstable to sit there and watch it day by day for your own entertainment. Right? So, like, to Debi's pleasure, me and Stabby got in a little bit of a tiff last night, and I'm done with Stabby. I'm not done with Discord, but I'm done with Stabby. Stabby and this fucking obsession he's got for Debi, and one day it's one way, and the next day Stabby's like, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Like, fuck Stabby and his glass feelings. Right? Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Right? You know what I mean? Like, fuck him. And, fuck the Debi show. Like, Debi, say what you want, Debi. You begged me to come back. You begged me to come back. And I told you to go fuck yourself or come out of it, and then you decide, well, fuck you, Joe, go fuck yourself. And then you run back to Pumpkin Face, which is hilarious. And then you're like, I never should have let Joe do that to you.
So no, Joe won't be calling into my show anymore. Joe can call into Wolfman's show. He belongs to them now. He belongs to Darren. He made his decision to cross the line, and I'm not going to change my mind this time. And if I haven't changed my mind yet, that means I'm not going to change my mind. Because if I was going to, I would have already changed my mind. And I'd do it really quick. But no, I won't be changing my mind this time. Because I'm trying to realize that maintaining relationships with people that I found out through secret sources are really very much not my friends is not a healthy thing to do. Because when people went behind my back in their secret chat room, there were some pretty rotten things said. The worst coming from Adam. I've never seen anybody upset. Who is this guy, Adam? He's like obsessed with me. It's like he hates my guts. And I've tried to tell you guys, the opposite of hate is the opposite of love is indifference. Can y'all hear Poo-Poo? The opposite of love is not hate. Love and hate are there's a fine line between them. It's the strongest emotion that we have. And when you hate me, then that's very questionable in my mind. I sort of don't believe that, because if you, for example, there are people I don't care for and I'm indifferent about them, like Dislex or, let me think, Chris Nelson, people I don't really care about. I don't listen to them because they bore me to death. If I hated somebody's guts, then I would be worried about that, because that means I'm still emotionally attached to that person for some reason. And so I don't buy that. I mean, I buy that that's the way you feel, but I don't buy that that's a healthy relationship for me. Do you see what I'm saying? And another person that recently did one that he deleted, he got a little bit embarrassed about it. And I can play this, because if you don't believe me, just look at the speaker rules. This one is a little bit hysterical. This person that's in the chat room I saw a minute ago, let's listen to see what he has to say.
And their latest CD, Can You Deal, which you can get as a the Spreaker, listening to shows. Usually I don't say anything. I just listen to shows. And I come upon a classic here on Spreaker.com, and that is Pumpkin Face. Pumpkin Face.
Lie number one. He said in the chat room, Stabby sent me here. There's one.
Is an interesting guy. He has a gimmick. He has a thing. He has a following. He has a thing. Stabby and Apocalypse and everybody else to just fuck off. She would love that.
Yeah, maybe.
And that would prove your loyalty. Yeah, that would prove your loyalty. But I think, doesn't that hurt your head to think about all that and just be like, God damn, what Why? Why are you doing this?
It did before. And then I talked to people that knew her for 6 or 7 years, like Stabby, and he explained it.
Yeah, you're going to get the truth out of Stab, right? You're going to get a very biased opinion of somebody that is extremely emotionally attached over here. So it's like y'all are there and I'm here. I'm up on a level above you. I see what's going on. You're like a room full of children. You're like a herd of horses. You can see what's going on just by watching the way they act and the things that they say. And no, somebody that's indifferent to me would be ACOG, RD. It doesn't necessarily mean they don't like me. It just means they can take or leave me. But those people that are obsessed about me 24 hours a day and talk nothing but bad about me, those are the guys that I'm cutting out of my life. Just telling them, sorry. I don't want to be any part of you anymore because I realize that means mental illness, and I don't want to have anything to do with mental illness. I'm tired of it. I got burned by that one time really bad with Dr. Herpington, who I think is still around, if you know what I'm saying. So no, I won't be taking their calls. I won't even be opening my Skype line. In fact, I'm kind of tired of Skype anyway. Today I was talking to Pumpkin Face and Uncle Ghoulie, and I made a Discord chat for them. It was kind of fun. And then Mr. White called me, and we talked for a while. It was good to talk to Mr. White. Yeah, so anyway. So there you go. There's proof. And I downloaded that, so you can delete that all you want, Alan, but I have it on download, and I didn't play enough for you to make a complaint about. Let's see. Where were we? We talked about that and that. Let's go back to something else. Let's go to something good. Let's go to... let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go all the way down. Let's go to this one. Phil Hendry, live in studio. He's very modest, guys. He's very modest. He doesn't even... He's never accepted even his own celebrity, I think. He's just like, oh, I just do radio, but he is on fire right now. Truly, you are.
You know what? My mother used to say, you have to accept your own good, you know. So maybe I'm not able to do that, but
But doesn't it seem like once we do that, it all starts to fall apart?
If we do what? If we accept the good things that are happening?
If we start realizing that something really great is going on in our life, it seems like it starts to unravel. You know, it is in my book. It does sometimes. I just have to remain very modest about what's going on. But
well, you're talking about humility there. I think you're not talking about acceptance.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the key is humility. It really is, and that doesn't mean false humility, but it means that you remain. When you're humble, you are stay connected to who you are. That's the best thing there is, you know, to stay connected to who you always really are, and that's what humility is. And it's also acknowledging that there's lots of other people who have helped you along the way, and who it isn't just all about. If you're talking about fame or whatever, or even financial success, it's never really just about you. You know, you always have people helping you and people doing for you, and people who went out of the way. You got to remember those people, and once you do, I think that's something I lost in my life, you know, and I'm remembering that now. Humility and patience, and maybe it's because I'm getting on in years now, Debbie, and things are beginning to fall into place for me, and it's not too pretty.
I don't know. I think you're as young.
Late at night, I see the ugly face of Dorian Gray. No, I'm kidding, but actually, I think that's true. So be humble, and you know. But if what you're saying is things start to fall apart when I begin to think of how great I am, well, I mean, I think that's probably, yeah, that makes sense that things would fall apart then. Because when we start thinking how great we are, and you may have the longest time I had a chip on my shoulder. I hold grudges, and I seek to destroy people that have hurt me, you know, but that's just really something that's going to strangle you, man. So
this is where Phil gets real personal with me, because he was listening to my show for a while, and I think he still does, and he's going to tell me how haters are destroying me.
You got to just let go of that stuff.
I do.
Even if you have a legitimate beef against people, you just have to kind of let go of it, because, man, their karma will catch up to them, and it ain't your job.
Yeah,
It's
I've been
gonna
seeing
make
that
them-
happening more and more lately to the people that I associate myself with, are just anyway. I want to walk you back a little bit. I want you to take us back to, when did you switch over to the invention of these characters and the format that you're in now? At what time, Mr. Hendry, did you take phone calls? What happened? I've heard stories told that you didn't like callers, so you mostly invented callers. Did you know for the longest time that I listened to you, I actually thought these were callers?
Well, that's kind of sad. They have medicine for that. No, I used to say the longer it takes somebody to get my show, the less I want to hang out with them. But I don't.
Now, how long have you actually been doing the characters on your show? Have you always done this, or is this, when did this happen?
I spent the first 17 years of my career as a disc jockey, doing probably the standard disc jockey stuff, which was morning show bits and pretending I was Ronald Reagan or the voice of Bill Clinton or some crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1990. After all of that marvelous time spinning classic rock and all that, I just got really sick. And I was saying to somebody the other day, we were listening to some music, and somebody said, "Oh, wow, you played all that music in the 70s." I did, and I said, I don't mean this to sound as bad as it's going to sound, but one of the reasons why I got out of music radio is because I felt that I was the star, and I kept playing Led Zeppelin and the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and having to pretend like they were the stars. Of course, they're stars in their universe, but I had something to say, and I wanted to bust out, and I wanted some love, all that good, I wanted to perform, I wanted to get on stage. And as long as you were spinning records and having them, make all that ridiculous noise about how great, isn't this wonderful music for the 900,000th time that you played the song, I finally got fired from enough of those jobs. In 1990, I got a talk show, and that was where I realized, now there's nobody but me that's going to be providing the entertainment here, and this is perfect. I mean, this is going to be great. And so I began to fill that time with, instead of records, improvising, comedy, monologuing, sketch comedy, character voices, characters, utilizing everything at my disposal, including the telephone, and making it sound like I was taking phone calls. And, one of the things I love to do is satire, and if you're doing a talk show, the first immediate thing you want to satirize is talk radio. It's right there. It's at your disposal. And that's when the characters were invented. Starting in August of 1990, I started to create phone call characters and interacting with them and doing all that stuff, and then started taking the phone calls, because at that time, talk radio was really beginning to hit its critical mass in terms of use. People were excited about talk radio for the first time in ways they'd never been. Their access to the free speech forums was suddenly immediate, and they could talk with their neighbors, and all this marvelous participatory democracy in action. And talk show hosts became big stars, and talk radio as a medium for expression became big. All of this is very rich satirical ground, and that continued through the 90s on into the 2000s, and really, I think where it began to lose steam was the advent of social media, like Facebook, like Twitter.
If I have it. We know what shows update every day? Graveyard Revival, anything with Paul Dembski, Fear-Mongering Radio, The Stabby Shows, One Angry Jew, Barco, Me, Monster Castle, Paranoia, on and on and on. All right, Graveyard Revival. Let me see. Let's see. Barco. Alan Wayne figures out Jack Mahovey. Alan Wayne's deleted meltdown. All right, here we go. Alan Wayne's deleted meltdown. This is from Apocalypse.
A lot of things were going on. I played that extremely annoying set of intros because I placed practically every intro that I had on the board, except for one. I think I still have it. This one intro, and what an epiphany is, it's an all of a sudden moment. It's like, bam, you know? It's like, this is what's going on. And the truth of the matter is I'm going to spill my guts on a few things here. And as you see the title, Retirement from Spreaker Late Night, that is exactly what it is. It's a retirement from Spreaker Late Night. It's not a retirement from broadcasting. I love to broadcast. I like to be in front of the mic. I like to do stories. I like to do shows. I like to set up production. I like to do things like that. But last night I kind of got the idea that maybe Spreaker Late Night isn't something for me. Now, I've been thinking about this for quite some time. When I was... a few months ago, I was doing a lot of different things. I was on 3 different networks. I was trying to figure out what to do with shows. I was still going to school.
He just bores me to death. I just can't stand it. It's just, I hate when people are too close to the mic like this. It's just something about that just bothers me. It's like you can hear every little noise that their mouth makes, like this. I just hate that. I'm just like, back off the fucking mic. Thank you, Hank. You feel better? Yeah. It just, something about somebody that's on the mic like that makes my teeth itch. I hate it. It's just like this. Watch. Yeah, so I was listening to Debi's show the other night, and it really just really got weird, you know. It's just crazy shit. We have some other good ones. Here's another one, Public Meltdown.
I don't think, that I should, because she's pretty evil.
Yeah.
I mean, if we all, let's say, like World War, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where everyone went after Hitler, right?
What is this?
Just because everyone else is doing it.
Ellen.
Oh, that's Moxie, this ugly woman that got obsessed with me. Oh my God, she was so fucking obsessed with me. It was like, go away. I'm so glad she's gone. What is this one? Alan Wayne. There's another one there. There's another one there. Here's one where Desert Rose chimped on me really bad. Chimped like a bitch. There's one where Bathtub Girl chimped on me. Thank you, Apocalypse, for always having these. What was mine that was deleted? Right and left. And that can be pretty messed up. By all accounts, Ruth returned to civilian life a profoundly changed man. And Ruth was alone with his black Labrador retriever. A short time later, she received the villain's eyes. Oh. What is so bad about this? I don't hear anything bad about that. Let's see. Alan Wayne complained about his wife supposedly leaving him. Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to let somebody that's insane call me freaking insane. Fuck you. Go away. Get lost. You're not going to tell me I'm crazy. You know what I mean? I will listen to somebody that's sane, not somebody like you. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I'm not going to listen to somebody tell me I'm insane that's fucking batshit crazy. Seriously. Oh, we have to hear this one. This one's so sweet, I think. This is an old one that nobody can get to anymore. Let's see what we have here. Hold on. Boink.
Vehicles for that, because they have been, Donald Trump lies about the condition of our military. He says it's...
This is an actual rocket scientist. He actually is. He works at NASA. His name is Pluto. He's a friend of mine.
Then of all the money in her,
you didn't answer me.
Goes to charitable sources.
Bullshit.
It's been audited. And it's all there in
Bullshit.
It's all there.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to find the beginning of this one. This one's a good one. Sign off my Skype. What? Why don't you talk?
Hey, I am talking. bring the pussy Pluto to me.
No, he says he doesn't want to talk to you.
Let him debate me right now. I wasn't planning on a debate at the moment, but hey, he's such a smart guy. He's a rocket scientist. Bring him on. Let's hear him. Let's hear how smart he is. Let's hear his wit. Let's hear him defend voting for Hillary Clinton.
He says he doesn't like you.
No, because he's a pussy is what he is.
No, he's not. He doesn't like the way you treat me.
Right. Well, if he wasn't so scared, then he'd come on and he'd just tear me up, wouldn't he? Let him come on and tear me up.
He's not scared of you, I promise you.
Well, he is.
No, he's not.
Well, he'd be right on here and say, sure, I'll talk to the Jew. I'm not afraid of him. But it's a very convenient excuse to say, well, I don't like him, so I'm not going to talk to him or whatever. Right. You're a pussy.
Yeah.
And everybody knows it.
I don't think it's that. Nah.
Go to your polls and ask your people. The people listening know. They know he's a pussy. I'm not. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm not even prepared, but I'll take him on, Mr. Rocket Scientist. What did he do? Did he sweep the floors at Jet Propulsion? They do have janitorial services there, you know.
Right. He didn't do that.
Yeah. What did he do? No, what did he do at Jet Propulsion Labs?
Why do you say Jet Propulsion Labs? Did you already dox this guy? Why do you always talk about people's personal business?
First of all, let me explain something.
Why do you do that?
Let me explain something.
No, whenever you used to talk, about Ranger 75, you would call him Corey LeCue from. Why do you do that to everybody?
Well, you took that show down, but I was going to address that. I just forgot because you removed it. But let's address that.
I didn't fucking remove it. Don't lie. Stop lying about me.
Listen, I have an almost perfect recall memory.
Oh, fuck
I remember
you.
Name.
I remember more than... Okay, fuck off. Here they come, so fuck off and die. Here they come. I'm going to hang up on you, asshole. Hey, guys, what's going on?
Oh, shit, it's Mom.
Hi, Pumpkinhead.
What's going on?
Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Shut up, you! Shut the fuck up!
You shut the fuck... Oh, look, a pretty girl.
Shut up.
Hi.
What's wrong with you? Oh, my God. Hey.
Oh, my God.
Please pick that up, Mark. Mark, pick it up now.
Hello? Who's Mark?
Hey, Pluto.
There's a Mark in here.
My friend.
Pluto. Earth to Pluto. Earth to Pluto.
Hey, Mark, I think I have hot dogs. Let's go. Let's go get tacos. Let's go get tacos.
Yo, kick her out of this fucking call. She sounds slow.
No shit. Get out of the call. Get out of the call, girl. Get out of the call.
I'm actually a nurse.
Wait a minute.
No.
Your neck is swollen. You need to have your thyroid checked out.
I'm 19.
What's wrong with this crazy bitch?
I support you being a nurse.
I'm trying to add somebody to the show call here. Whatever.
They get underpaid and they change diapers and shit.
Get rid of her.
Answer.
Somebody hang up on that girl. I can't hear anything but her. Her.
Oh my God, die.
Is that a soundboard or is that a real chick?
Yeah, she's real. She's just high all the time.
Oh, shit. I don't have you on I can't add you to this call, numbnuts.
Which numbnut are you talking to?
The one angry Jew.
There's 3 of us in here.
Oh, yes, the angry Jew, yes.
I don't know how to do it. He won't. I can't do it.
Well, my nuts are very sensitive.
That's okay. Most people's are.
From Don, and I must go away when he gets there. He's working awfully late, too, so something is up.
Yes, Pluto is here waiting for you, Howard. We can't add you to the call.
Howard Feynman, how are you, my friend?
Hey, Dougie, on a scale of 1 to 10, how sensitive are your testicles?
If you don't say 10, I'm going to be really mad. Because I know you don't have, iron balls.
Zuckerberg.
Well, 1 being not sensitive, 10 being super sensitive, I would say a 5.
No wonder you've got me blocked. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on just a second. I'm talking to somebody on Skype.
No, I don't. I don't walk around having to wear, real delicate underwear because my fucking balls are sensitive. I don't care.
He believes in free
You're trying to tell me
falling.
that you're not a Mormon wearing special underwear?
Free balling.
No, I'm not a Mormon wearing magic underwear with Masonic symbols on it. I don't do that.
Why do you take this? Why do you take this abuse,
Well,
Pluto?
It's like you don't want to be approved by Peter the Prophet. What is wrong?
All right, stop the madness. That was making me dizzy, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was doing something to my nails. Audrey, I need to do my nails. I hate this. Let's go to participation. Let me see what else we have on here that y'all can't get to anymore because it's all hidden. It's all gone away. Let me see. Mr. Midnight Movie comes back after a vacation, and Debbie and the One Angry Jew have a fight. Nah. Spreaker Drama Central, brought to you by the BBC Two. Wonder what this is.
You're listening to the Debbie Daily Show. Now broadcasting live on Spreaker.com.
Debbie Daily, changing the world, one caller at a time.
Well, not uptight, not unattractive. Turn me on tonight. 'Cause I'm ready right now. Ready right now. Well, it's not a fight, and I'm not your captive. Turn me loose tonight. 'Cause I'm ready right now. Ready right now. I want to stay with you. I want to play with you, baby. I want to play with you, and I want you to know. Got to concentrate. Don't be distracted. Turn me on tonight.
All right, I'm tired of that song already. So, what's going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? Yeah, she's saying, hello, sexy. I can only hope that's me that she's talking to. Maybe it's Stabby McHugg. Stabby is sexy. We're all sexy in our own little way, right? Well, some of us aren't. Who wants to hear what Edward Hubbard said about me? Y'all want to talk about Spreaker drama? I don't know. I kind of like picking on these people sometimes. Or it's a reaction, really, to be honest with you. He is so stupid. I mean, it's just like on Blazing Saddles. Remember that line, Spill? Remember that line? But first, I'm going to show Stabby something. I'm going to show you people what real, and I mean real. And I made Victor when he came home before he went out to work on his stupid car. See, what Victor has is a project car. He has I know. He's about, I have to stop reading the chat room. He has a project car. It's an old Mercedes-Benz. And we laugh at him so much because he spray painted it, then he took all the paint off. Then he spray painted it, took all the paint off. Did you know that you can spray paint any car with spray paint that is called, what is that name? Rust-Oleum. I swear to you. Google it. You just get Rust-Oleum and it just works like magic. Well, it's just a car that he had and he's working on. He just busies himself like that. But anyway, what was I going to tell y'all? No, I totally forgot. Oh. Okay, we were talking on Pumpkin Faces show the other night about freestyling. I want to show you one, and I've done my research on this. This is 100% freestyling at its best, okay? I give you the perfect freestyle. You're going to love this. First, we have a stupid ad because I won't turn back my ad blocker on. I won't turn on my ad block, whatever. All right, and here we go. Take a listen to this magic.
Well, DJ Clay came with a dope track to roll with. Underground like Anna Nicole Smith.
Okay, the first one is Violent J.
J, Duke of the Darkness. Turn the best rapper alive into a carcass. A mic in my hand is like a pipe bomb, sweeter than coconut pie. Right, Mom?
Violent J of the ICP. Love it. I was at a concert online tonight at Metallica, and I didn't get to hear him play Enter Sandman or anything. I was just sitting there going, what the fuck? It's in Dallas. I didn't go because I don't particularly care that much for Metallica. I mean, they're all right. They're a good band, but they're not something that I would pay a lot of money to go see. And when I go to a concert, I have to pay a lot of money because I always want to sit first or second row. That's all I'll sit. I have a whole bunch of ticket stubs I could show you. Yeah, good times. All right. I took a call from Joe a minute ago, but I hung up on him because I'm just not going to do that, because it's sort of like being with somebody and then finding out how they really feel is what I went through. And there was somebody in the chat room that was monitoring it almost 24 hours a day for me. Y'all would die if you knew who it was. You would die. It's one of the people that you talk to all the time that liked me. You know what I mean? And said, you need to see what's going on in here. And they did. They showed me what was going on. And it was really weird. It was like, wow, that's some pretty serious hate, you know? I mean, I know everybody gets tired of the word hate, but it is. That's all it is hate. What the fuck? Get over it. Hello, you. I saw you pop online. I never call boys. I can't believe I'm going to do this. He's just going to say, oh, this isn't working, and that's not working, and my sound isn't working, and everything's fucked up, and... Hello? I told you. He said 1 second. Call me back. I told you he wouldn't be taking a call. So it's Father's Day weekend. Who gives two shits, right? Mother's Day and Father's Day are so stupid. I hate Mother's Day. Everybody knows I hate Mother's Day. I think it's a dumb day. Why would you do a day for mothers? Who cares? Some mothers are horrible people. Radio show.
A radio show.
Radio show to you.
Radio show to fuck you.
Fuck you. Hey.
Fuck you.
Fuck you Friday.
Fuck you Saturday.
Chuck you Farley.
Let me go ahead and Chuck Finley. That is my alter ego name. You're absolutely right.
Chuck Finley is your alternate ego name? Is that what you said? Hi,
yeah,
Mr. White.
Yeah, absolutely. Pseudonym Chuck Finley. How you doing today?
I'm very well, Mr. Finland. I've never met you before.
I know. I'm here to actually let you know that Pumpkin Face is completely fucking insane, and everything was working properly. He's just a dumbass.
That's what Uncle Ghoulie said. Ghoulie was cracking me up.
No. The problem really does lie in my signal. It really does suck, and I can't broadcast at the same time that I'm doing Skype here, apparently. But I can do it where I live, but I can't do it here. So I got to find a new studio spot. Oh,
damn it! I hate when that happens.
I hate having to find a new studio spot, motherfucker.
Damn. What a drag.
But I had a good show today. An hour and a half of Zamgora. That was a fucking epic interview.
Was I there?
I don't know. You might have been. Were you?
When I got there, you got all crazy and fucked up and stuff.
I'm already crazy and fucked up. Can I have some more chaser for my booze, please? Thank you very much, sweetheart.
Are you out right now and about?
No, I'm not. I'm actually sitting in my buddy's house studio. Is it gone? Really?
Do you have your mask on?
Great. What mask?
Yeah, no, never mind.
I don't know what mask you're talking about.
The pumpkin face mask. You always say it's not a mask.
What mask? I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I don't have a fucking mask. It's my face, all right? A pumpkin face. I have an ugly face. It's a pumpkin. And you guys keep calling it a mask, but it's starting to make me feel a little insecure about myself. Like that.
Well, I heard you're real handsome underneath that mask.
I don't know who told you that crazy shit. But you know that's a complete and total utter lie. I'm not good looking at all. I am, in fact, a Monsanto-born fruit. Okay? Where they genetically modified me. And then once I started talking and shit, they thought they could execute me. But no. That's not how pumpkin face works, baby. You know how I got to do it. I got to be live and in charge, and I broke out of that bitch and I wedgied those motherfuckers, and I've got a whole the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air song about it. Yeah. Down the hatch.
Hooray.
So how are you tonight, Debbie?
Well, I can't lie, I'm kind of melancholy.
Melancholy,
yeah. The little one's gone for the summer, and it just leaves a big fat hole in my life.
I can make you laugh real quick if you want.
What will you do, sing?
I'm an angry Jew. I wanna be Debbie too. I wanna be Debbie too. I wanna be Debbie. It's true. No?
I remember that.
Didn't even make you giggle, son of a bitch.
No, that would be Ghoulie. Ghoulie makes me laugh. Just hearing his voice makes me laugh for some reason. I don't know what it is about that guy.
It's all the cock he takes in.
Yeah, probably. I never thought about it like that. It's so funny to listen to him. I wish I would have had that recorded today when we were in that chat room on Discord. Oh my God, that was funny. You were so mad.
He's a fucking asshole, too, because it's like, hey, I'm trying to fix something here, and he goes, hey, you know you're an asshole. Shut up.
Uncle Ghoulie pisses you off all the time. I love it.
Yeah, and you know what's even more fun about it is that I tell him how he needs to be hooked up, and he does it some fucking obtuse, oddball-ass way. And then tells me I'm wrong after I'm the one following the goddamn schematics. But he's not. I am. And this is how it works with my wife and all my friends, and even though I have the facts and the truth, I'm the wrong one. So that's all right. I have just, I'm going to dub myself Pumpkin Face the wrong one, and I'm just always wrong. I think I'll write a song about it, but I don't know. Is that why you want me to do karaoke with you, don't you?
Yeah, but you can't because you don't have your music, because you're too stupid to know how to set it up.
That's not true. You want to get on Discord? It's set up. It's already.
Really?
I just got to go to a different browser.
I got to find the link. Hold on, let me find the link.
Fucker. Son of a...
Where's the link? Oh, wait. It's under this guy. Yeah. Let me see if I can get there. Hold on. I'll try. I never know where I'm going.
You never know where you're going, really?
No, I never know where I'm going. You've been invited to join Debbie's chat. What shall we call you? Debbie, what do you think, dumbass? I am not a robot.
All right, what I'm going to do here, Debbie, is I'm going to open up another web browser here. I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to open up my Google Chrome web browser instead of my Mozilla Firefox. Because apparently Mozilla Firefox, well, they just gave up on it like 6 months ago, and they're just not going to update it for any of the new settings or anything. So nothing works on it. So, of course, once again, you're right. I was being stupid. I'm just kind of mad at myself for not realizing that it was the fucking browser and not anything else. And you see what I'm saying?
I'm in there. Ghoulie shows to still be in there, but look at all the pumpkin faces. You're so stupid.
Fuck you.
Yeah, there's two of you in there, but both of you show to be offline, so.
Do people even read these? All right, now they have to go into general.
There you are. All right, I'm going to turn on the general chat, so I'm going to turn off Skype, okay?
All right. I'm connected now, so.
All right, I'm going to hang up on you.
You're hanging up.
All right, let's go see if it worked. All right, there I am. Let me. Pumpkin face? Pumpkin face? I can't hear you.
Oh.
There you are. There you are.
Hey, what is that? That's you.
No, it's not me.
It's me if I'm hearing it back on your...
Did you get out of Skype? See, this is what happened earlier. He had a real shitty connection.
What do I... Weird.
I'm going to mute my mic.
It doesn't say I have a shitty connection, does it?
I don't know. It's just the sound is horrible.
Skype was better.
Go back to Skype. Hold on, let me get all this muted. Hold on. Yeah, that sucked. Didn't work.
Rot flavored commentator, all right? I'm not gay fruit. I'm a rotten flavored commentator, all right? Get that fucking through your headache, hog.
Yeah, that sucked. It sounded horrible.
All right, well, I'm going to try to hook up the Ethernet cord again. Thank you so much, funny little honey. What she... Oh, here we go. See if we can... All right, this may cut off for a short second here. How's that? Does that sound a little bit better?
You sound fine. But you're not on Discord now.
Yeah, but now it's saying that I have worse of a connection on Discord. Nope, there it goes. Try it now. Mute me here and try it there now.
Let me see. How do I do that?
You just...
It'll be easier to hang up. Okay. Now let me go back over to Discord and see if I can hear him better.
Hello.
Hello. No, it sounds terrible. No, it sounds terrible. It's weird. It's the most horrible connection I've ever heard in my life. It's terrible. Damn. All right. Hold on. Gotta log out of this. Back to Skype. Hold on. I gotta get out of this. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get out of this. Here I come. Yeah, it's horrible. Oh, I missed your call. Fuck, hold on. Nobody ever answers when I call back. Well, I tried. Am I tempted to talk to Joe? Of course I'm tempted to talk to Joe. But it just hurt too much, all the stuff he said in chat. I mean, banning me out of the chat room, just hating me, and I felt like he was just really bullying me and talking bad about me. So, I mean, I hate to let somebody go like that, but I have to protect myself. I can't keep going back and back and back to these toxic relationships. I can't. There's nothing there. I realized he told me how he felt and whatever, you know. So there you go. I'm just checking the chat room. Okay, here I go. Hello?
When I was a boy of just 13, I experienced the life that I should lead. No?
When you were 13?
Yeah. I knew at that moment I must follow the pussy. No?
I've never heard that song before. I'm so sad. I'm so melancholy. I just hate it.
Here's a question. Can you hear this? No? Couldn't hear anything?
I hear nothing.
Hear nothing? All right, let me try one more thing here. One more thing. Let's see if you hear this. I don't know. It may just be me. Might be me.
Nope. Dead air.
This dead air has been brought to you in part by Pumpkin Face because apparently I can't get my shit straight. My board just won't fucking push it through Skype like Debbie's will. I don't know what the fuck that is, but
it must be your settings because you've done it before.
I know we've done it before, and all my settings are exactly the same as they were before.
What are you running? You're running a board and an interface, or a board straight into your computer?
I'm running an interface, a UCA 222 Redbox Behringer controller into a fucking 802 Xenix Behringer board. I've ran my ins and my outs through my channels, and everything is exactly the same as it was with Skype before. So it's not my board setup. It's the Skype. Skype has, I guess they've cut me off.
Have you ever tried to work off the Spreaker app?
Yeah, that's how I broadcast. Is off of the Spreaker app, the Spreaker app. Yeah,
because everybody can be heard on there. You can hear their board on there. Everybody can.
It's Skype. It's the same app. It gives you the same app.
I don't know. Have you heard about something like chains or something like that? Online chains or something? Virtual chains or something?
Yeah, but I'm not into getting pegged, so.
Yeah.
Skype is dead. You're absolutely right, RD. Skype is dead. And the only reason that I know it is because they're trying to stop us from being able to play music amongst us or back and forth to us. Because that takes
that. I can play anything I want. Anything I hear, you hear on my computer. That's the way it's set up. That's just the way it's ran. It's set up that way.
Send me your Skype download folder then.
Like if I play this.
I don't hear anything, Debs.
What do you mean you don't hear anything?
Dead air.
That was dead air?
To me.
Well, maybe you're weird. Hold on, let me see. Let me check my preferences.
Just right now, I just checked my speed, and it's 40 megabytes down or 40 megabytes download, 20 upload. So I should be, because I'm not running anything else.
No, I'm fine. I'm coming out of the board fine. I'm on mobile pre-app and everything. I'm fine.
Then what the fuck is wrong with my shit then?
Don't know. Do not know.
This is pissing me off because now I can't do the karaoke and I can't do the. Ay. All right, let's try this then. Let's see if a little decisive finger fucking on my end might fix this. Fuck.
Hi, Annette.
See, it's coming through on my line in. So maybe I do need to enable that. Let's see here. Test. No? Don't speak for me, Debs.
Oh, no, I'm here. I'm sorry.
So it's coming through on the recorder, but it's not coming through on that.
Can you hear this?
Here's Steve singing Beth.
Beth, I know you calling, but I can't come home right now.
Fortunately.
You can hear that?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you can hear my board. If I put whatever I play, you hear. I was going to say, if not, that's really the first time it's ever happened that way, that somebody can hear. And I can't come home. God, that is the most ridiculous. Oh, that's a horrible song.
2 channels, 16-bit DVD quality.
Sorry, the show just kind of came to a standstill here, but I'm sorry, everybody. Just hang on.
Hey, this is Curtis from Tucson, Arizona, and I never listen to the Debbie Daily Show. Nah, I can't do it.
One of my favorite drops. Here's a nice, pretty song we'll listen to while Pumpkin Face gets his stuff all ready, right? Really pretty song. have to do a sound check because I've been only hearing one side of my board lately. Hold on. Let me check this. All right, I'm going to click on the show and click play. All right, I can hear both of them. Did I lose Pumpkin Face? I think he's going to get his stuff squared away and then call back in. No, I'm still with him. I was going to show y'all something that I was showing Victor yesterday, and he goes, oh, that is so cool. Whenever I play... now that time I lost Pumpkin Face. In 1967, recording artists around the world were recording on a split... They were splitting their tracks. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And when I go to my settings on my computer and I shut down one side and I put it all on one side, that's all you can hear is one side. It's really interesting. It's probably, well, I don't think it's on my history. Okay. What I'm talking about is there's people that have recorded and taken out one complete side of a recording is what I'm saying. Let me show you what I mean. Just shut up. It sounds stupid. You'll know what I mean when I'm talking. They'll take the left side and they'll completely take it out, or the right side, and they split people up that way. Let me give you an example. Okay. For example, this one right here. Jim Morrison recorded a bunch of songs when they split one way, they put some people on, well, just listen, here's Jefferson Airplane with just one side of it being recorded or whatever you want to talk about. Just whatever, however you fucking call it, whatever you say about it, whatever it's called, whatever the fuck. Now, right now it's going dum, 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 dum. Now her mic's hot.
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. He called Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom and your mind is moving low, go ask Alice.
There she goes up one octave. That's one octave change. There's another one. There's another octave. One more octave change. Do you know how hard it is to sing like this? To sing this powerful? Most people can't do this. She's going to go up another octave. Yes. Grace Slick. And here is The Doors with only the vocals. It was everything recorded in 67. You could split it. You could play left speaker or right speaker. I can't talk.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone.
And they were so big into reverb. It was all about reverb and working with the noise, working with the tracks and stuff like that. And there's one, oh my God, I was showing this to Victor. He was so messed up on this song. Let me see if I can find it. It's L.A. Woman, which we all know that he was on the album. They put out something about on the lyrics to say one thing, but what he said was, "I did a little dot about an hour ago." That's the first line of the song, and he's talking about microdot acid. And people were like, no, that's not what he said. Yes, that's because they wouldn't let him put that on the album. They made him put something else. I forgot what was on there. I had to look it up, but that's not what he says. He says, I did a little dot about an hour ago, meaning, and then I went outside to see which way the wind blows. I met a little girl in a Hollywood bungalow. I studied this guy forever. My daughter worships this guy. She's got a poster of him real big in her room that's framed. And somebody's got it to where they took out the tracks and listened to what he says. The first line he says, just to prove that I was right. Meh. I hear the music. Maybe he's just going to be really loud. Oh, his mic is hot. That's what we're hearing.
Well, I did got in down about an hour ago. I took a look around, say, wait a wind blow.
Now, when he was singing like this, he was in a different character. This is when he's doing the shaman or whatever it was called, and his voice is completely different. Everything about it is different.
With a little girl in a Hollywood bungalow. Are you a lucky little lady in the city of light? Or did you not a lost angel? City of night, city of night, city of night, city of night. Whoa, come on! L.A. woman Sunday afternoon. L.A. woman Sunday afternoon. L.A. woman Sunday afternoon. Drive through your suburbs into your blues. Into your blues, yeah. Into your blue, blue, blue. Into your blues. Oh, yeah!
I can't restrain myself. I have to show y'all something. there was a rumor going around for a long time that Michael Jackson had faked his death because he knew that he was on the CIA list to get targeted because he was just getting too... Whenever you get too popular, whenever you get too strong, they get afraid of an uprising. And they think about back in the days of the Patriots when there was an uprising and they took over. And I think that there are certain people that just get too powerful and the CIA takes them out. I'm sorry, it just happens that way. I think the CIA took out a lot of people. But when it came to Michael Jackson, before all of the rumors, before all of the conspiracies and all this kind of shit happened, I said to myself, I don't think he did that. Because I know Michael Jackson was intelligent, and he would not have done that. Well, let me show y'all something that I found. I think maybe y'all have seen this before. Not long after his death, in fact, it was really close after his death, there was an interview that took place on mainstream television, and I think that it was Michael Jackson's way of telling his listeners, I'm fine. And I'm going to show y'all this interview. It's going to freak you out. There was a guy that came on the, what is that guy's show? It was like Larry King Live. And let me tell you something, guys. If this isn't Michael Jackson, I will eat my hat. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? First of all, just listen to the voice. Well, no, let me show y'all this. This guy appears out of nowhere claiming to be a friend of Michael Jackson's from the past, and his name is Dave. You've got to see this. And it's insane. It's his voice. I know it sounds insane. Check this out. Ready? Good. Report me. Get me banned. Then I won't have to play to y'all people anymore. All right, check this out. This is wild.
Ando, who was with us almost every night after this untimely passing, longtime Michael Jackson friend attending the funeral, and Dave, yes, that's his name, Dave. He was David Rothenberg. He was set on fire in 1983, suffered, as you can see, terrible scars. Michael Jackson befriended him and paid for a lot of his surgeries. Dave is also attending the burial. Why Dave?
Well, to liberate myself from the confines of my father's criminality.
He caused the fire?
Yeah. He is a criminal, and he caused all this. To free myself of his name and his legacy, I decided to become my own person through changing my name.
We'll find out how Michael helped you, but Miko, is that a typical story of Michael helping people like this?
Absolutely. When he would hear about stories of people in need.
And I think this Miko guy is just one of his lawn men. Let's get back to Dave talking. Is that not Michael's voice? And it's his face. Oh, my God.
I was about 7 years old at the time.
And were you in the hospital?
I was not in the hospital at the time. I was in interim back and forth from surgery.
And what did he do for you?
Well, basically, he befriended me. He took me into his life, which is very rare for Michael to do. But he opened up his arms to me and accepted me as a very good friend of his. And throughout the years, he never let me go.
I believe that's the hearse carrying the body into Forest.
Now, I'm not into insane conspiracies. I mean, there's people... There's people that will tell you that Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy killed Kennedy. All these crazy, wild-ass, crazy, stupid stuff. But I'm telling you, this this is spooky. And there's one more video where it is absolutely unbelievable the way they compare the two. And one part of it that was kind of weird was when he said goodbye. What he said when he said goodbye, he said...
This is Dave. How are you? Our world has come to an interesting point in an interesting time. This is a very interesting project we're working on. I want to thank each and every one of you for your overwhelming support. May God bless you. I love you. Good night.
thank you very much for all of your support, and may God bless you all. I love you. Goodbye.
They did a professional face analysis. I can't seem to talk tonight. And there's a way you can do that with lines like your pupil line and stuff like that. And it was identical. And it's just insane. It's crazy. So I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, what? I would believe it. And I think it would be great. I honestly think it would be great because, sorry, my God, I can't talk. You know, to be hounded like that would be horrible. I don't see how anybody could do something like that. That'd be horrible. Just terrible. Because, if you guys don't believe that the CIA kills people, you're insane. There's something wrong with you. That's what they do. That's who they are. That's why it's hard to get in there. And that's not all they do, but that's a lot of what they do. They're sort of like the government's mafia, so to speak. You know what I mean? LA woman, Sunday afternoon. I'll pay for what? I'll pay for what? Not letting you on the show to just be mean to me? I mean, sure, you're going to be nice. You're going to act all happy and everything, but you're just doing it to show off to your friends. That's all it is, Joe. I'm sorry. That's what happens. You said some really rotten things, some horrible things. No, you can't say fuck you to Debbie as long as you use a proper tone. What that is Pumpkin Face has what's called Fuck You Friday. Fuck You Friday is where on Pumpkin Face's show you say fuck you to each other. It's sort of a way to say hello. I'm sorry, but you have to keep up with your program. But I'm sorry, Joe, I'm not going to do it. If you had just not taken it quite as far as you did, I would understand. But what really hurt, and I mean this too, I'm not being funny. What really hurt is when you said the whole time you were on my show that it was making you just chew on nails to keep you from going insane with all of my insanity and all this stuff. And I thought, Jesus Christ, Joe, was it that bad? I mean, was it just torture for you to be on my show? Because nobody made you call in. I didn't call you. You called. Okay, so you want to say, well, let's look beyond that, Debbie. Let's say he didn't mean it. I can't do that anymore. I've done that too many times to too many people. Too many times to too many people, and I'm tired of getting burned. I'm tired. I would rather just do it by myself and not have any listeners than to do it with somebody that I know just cannot stand to be. I mean, there's no telling what you said behind my back when I wasn't listening. Some pretty rotten stuff. You belong to Darren now. Darren got you. Darren worked hard to get you. Very hard to get you. In fact, I marked something on their show. What was it? I marked something. Let me see what it was. It was Darren saying to Wolfman, no, we need callers. We're lucky to even get a caller. They needed callers on that show. And who better to get was my callers. And who did it? Darren. So you belong to Darren now. Sorry, that's just the way it goes. You belong to Darren. You're Darren's boy. And we had a good run. There's no doubt about it. A lot of fun, a lot of laughing. But I guess it was just you trolling me, right? You were just trolling and being mean. That's all it was. Here's a show we did together, I think.
Everybody who he is.
And then finally somebody gets in their ear. WTF show tonight was a pure fucking just rolling.
I was like, shit! I couldn't even find my headphones. So I was over being a chat room warrior at the idiots show that are listening to the you-know-who, the Jew. I'm not going to say you-know-who anymore. It's this stupid fucking Jew. Now look, I'm going to monitor my...
Upset earlier, so she's pretty mad.
Well, I'd like to have her on.
What's up? What's up?
Debbie.
Woody.
Debbie.
Woody.
Hey. It's the famous Alan Wayne here, and I got my other buddy Joe Seeker on here. Now I just want to say, okay, first of all, no fighting between you two, because I want to talk to you about this Liz WTF situation.
Okay.
What the hell is going on? How have these trailer park trash cunts come out and decided to attack the Queen of Spreaker. Why? Is it punching the biggest kid in the yard? What is this shit? What problem do they have with you?
Listening to the Jew.
Listening to the Jew. Okay, so you blame this all on the Jew.
Well, once again, it comes back to the Jews.
Okay, once again, it does come back to the Jew. So you blame this on one angry Jew. You think he had some hand in them, like, doing all this to you?
Do you think?
Well, I don't know. The thing is I'm kind of out of the Spreaker drama, but what I heard on the Liz WTF show tonight was a pure fucking just rolling. I mean, it was one of the more brutal episodes I've heard, and I've been part of a lot of brutality on here.
I didn't push play. What did they say or whatever?
Oh, they took clips of you, and basically, I think what they're doing is I think they got some sound guy. I think they're blowing some sound guy to do things for them.
I just want to say there's no confirmation if anybody's blowing anybody.
Look, Joe, stop playing good cop. Stop.
I'm not. I just want to say that,
You're just like all the fucking shills in the chat room who were like, oh, look at the girl, girl. Fucking
I found Jesus. I told you, Alan, I found Jesus the other day. And,
where'd you find him?
Well, it was Jesus Rodriguez, and he was mowing one of my lawns. But,
right. Very fun. Ho ho.
I just want. It doesn't mean that all. They might not be. They could be just a hand job. Is all I'm saying. It doesn't necessarily.
Okay. It could have been a handy, but yeah, they didn't have to put it all the way in his mouth. Maybe just the tip, or all the way in her mouth, just the tip. Anyway, so you're thinking. What I'm thinking is that these girls have they come on and they're like talking about, oh my God, my butt stinks. Oh, your butt stinks. And then finally somebody gets in their ear and talks to them about you, Debbie, and they decide that they're going to ride that horse to fame. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I've warned people before that anytime a newbie comes in, and Alan, you've done this yourself.
Yes, I have. That's why it's so familiar to me.
They get attacked by a member of what I call the group. Okay, it's either Angela or the Jew, or it's one of 5 people. And they sit there and they fill them full of bullshit. Well, she's this and she's that and she's this. And they start buying into it and believing it and soaking it up like a sponge. And these bitches, they dared to come at me and start shit with me. And I thought, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
They're hitting the biggest kid in the yard. That's what's going on here. That's what I did when I came in. I went up to Guy Shea and I punched him in his fucking 3 teeth. That's what I did. And then BWC came up and I took a shot at them, and I didn't know what I was in for.
Well, I talked to Goose today.
That was a train wreck.
That was a total train wreck.
I was going, oh my God, are you fucking kidding? I tried to warn you. Did I not try to warn you?
You did. And I'm like, no, I'm big brave man. I'm going to go in.
Everybody say no, Alan. No.
I'm going to take on the whole fucking BWC, and boy, was that a fucking mistake. I learned, well, I just wasn't ready for it. I was like, wait a minute, people can actually get my address, and it drove me.
Oh, no. Here's the good part. You should have heard the Jew going, now be real careful about what information that you get. The Jew, the fucking Jew, who calls everybody by their quote-unquote, he doesn't say Joe Seeker, he says Joe Brown in Nova Scotia. That's all he prides himself in, is giving out personal information.
Oh, yeah, like Rick did the other night.
That don't mean shit to me. And as far as the Jew goes, you know what the Jew's Achilles heel is? Is the Jew loves the Jew. And
he calls me a narcissist.
No, but if you spend a little time looking for the Jew, you'll soon find that the Jew loves to write to newspaper editors. The Jew loves to call AM radio stations. And the Jew loves to tell everybody who he is. So, we all have Google Jew, is all I'm going to say. So, just remember that.
But don't you get it? It's like anything he finds out about you. He blows. Joe was there whenever I'm talking to Goose. Whenever he spread my newspaper. I was reading what Goose just said. My telephone number in the News Guys chat room. My IP address in my own chat room. You were there.
I remember when I was there when he did the IP addresses and the phone numbers. I seen it, and then he deleted them.
Yep.
But I did see it. I did see that.
Exactly.
Damn.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's like these people do what they say you do, which is very common. So.
Yeah, this is like I'm watching it and I'm getting flashbacks. It's like, the fuck did... It's just another person comes in, attacks Debi. I mean, it's like a pattern. It's kind of stupid, actually. It's stupid how many people go after you, Debi. It's ridiculous. It really is. It's dumb. And especially coming from these girls.
Have they succeeded?
With a major group of the Spreaker population, well, like you give a shit, but with a major group of Spreaker population, yeah.
No. What is their goal? To silence me.
Well, their goal is to get listens. That's all it's about. When I started getting angry, like with Guy and when I called out the BWC, good job, Ellen. Yeah, that got me listens, and that's what I was after. And I just
got your ass kicked.
Yes, I got my ass kicked.
What did they do to you? What did they destroyed Angela? That was great.
Oh, they did.
They made. They got her on a screen share. They got her on a screen share and made her delete her freaking account.
Yeah, they didn't go that hard on me. All they did was put up a bunch
Joe.
of shit on Pastebin.
I'm sorry, Joe. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
But anybody who's been on the internet since the internet, like our age, since it's been around and everything, we've all got a fucking wake of fucking internet behind us. You know what I mean? Like 10 years ago, were you worried about like what you were doing because you were going to get doxxed?
No.
So nobody was. So sure, it's all out there, but who cares? It's it's only Spreaker.
Well,
so
when I found, I'm sorry, dude. When I found out it was information that I could get, and that like me, I'm not a computer whiz by any stretch of the imagination. It was information that I could easily get with a few clicks of the mouse. It kind of went away. The feeling kind of went away. It was kind of like, well, okay. And then I was worried about my job, but then I'm thinking, I basically lost the, I lost the, I guess you could say the fear of it all over time. So
you know what? I forgot to tell y'all that I'm on my show right now. Did I tell y'all that?
Oh, no, we're simulcasting, baby.
Oh, good. It scared me. I thought, I hope they don't think this is a Skype call.
No, no worries. We're good. We're good on here and getting listens over there as well. Hey, Seeker. So, what do you think of Liz and WTF?
Wow, I really don't know. I haven't listened to them enough to. No, I know they. She seems pretty quick. I will say Liz seems pretty sharp. Like when it comes to responding.
Yeah, crafty bitches are sharp, dude. She's just a crafty bitch, man. That's how she probably makes her living.
She says, she seems pretty well traveled.
Can I pull Goose in? Goose wants to come on the call.
Yeah, bring Goose in.
Let me see if I can do it. Let's see. Add to the call.
But she seems pretty well traveled. You know what I mean? So she's got.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's probably worked.
I haven't listened to the show enough to know like really. I know the one I did listen to. The people in the back of the room, you couldn't hear them, right? I do know.
Well, yeah,
that.
they don't have that. They don't have that good of production. They don't have that good of production. So whatever.
Shit! I rang him in the wrong way. Hold on, he's going to give me his phone number. He wants me to call him in. Hold on. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Seeker, it's starting to get interesting again on Spreaker.
Yeah.
Starting to get fun again. And if you know what? If I kind of lost the want to or the kind of give a shit. I kind of lost.
You
that
have to
today.
reach that. You have to reach that. It's a burner phone.
Yeah, I lost the give a shit right now. So I'm happy.
Okay, I'm gonna ring Goose in, and it's a phone number, but don't get all fluffed up because it's just a burner phone. Okay, he's gonna go find it. He's gonna give it to me. Is that cool?
I could care less.
He even told me today. He said these girls called him one time, and I'd have to. Well, I don't want to say what he said in chat, but he did say that he said he said that they called him and tried to draw him into their bullshit. And he was like, "What the fuck? Get out of here! Let me get out of here."
Who lives in it?
Dude, they are fucking plants. These girls are fucking plants. That's what it sounds like to me. They're fucking plants. They're like, we want to get into the Spreaker drama scene. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Pathetic bitches, man. Nobody ever wants to get into the Spreaker drama scene. It just kind of happens.
And they got right in the middle of a situation they knew nothing about. Nothing.
Well, yeah, that's what I did with Guy Shea. I made all these mistakes. That's why I'm like shaking my head like, what the fuck are you doing?
You have to get both sides of any story, or everybody in the world that gets arrested is automatically put in prison. I mean, if you think about it like that, right? All right, I got his number. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I'm usually good at memorizing. All right, here we go. Add people. So I put in the number, which is 123 1. I already forgot it. Hold on. Wait a minute. There it is. 1.
So Joe,
2, 3.
Yep. What's going on over there, man? You watching the finals? Stanley Cup hockey?
Yeah. Sid the Kid, doing great, man. He's the note where we all love Sid the Kid here in Nova Scotia.
Of course. Couture's a pussy, dude, saying he cheats.
That
just sounds like a guy who can't win face-off.
Can y'all add a phone
Sounds
number?
like a guy that's taking face-offs against the best player in the world.
Guys.
Exactly.
Can y'all see the phone number that I tried to add? Can y'all add it? Because my Skype's not letting me add it. It's right here. You want me to put it in the chat?
It's Alan's call. He'll have to have that.
That's what it is.
Let me see here.
Hi, Vic.
There it is. Call.
Well, it's been a good series so
Here
far.
he
It's not
goes.
like they've been blowouts.
Oh, shit. I don't have any Skype credit. Fuck me.
Get a Skype credit to call the number?
God.
Yeah. You need Skype credit, man.
God damn it. Like.
Hold up. I'm gonna become your hero. Hold up. Buy Skype credit.
He's going, why aren't they fucking calling me? Aw, Goose is waiting.
Tell him to keep his feathers fucking flat. I'm gonna buy some Skype credit.
He's a waterfowl.
Yeah, well, tell him to not get his feathers so ruffled. We're adding some.
I told him. No, it's Alan Wayne's got to put some subscribe credit on his Skype. Skype is like, they just freaking...
Yeah, ever since fucking Microsoft bought it or whatever.
He says, tell him I'll keep my feathers how I wish to keep my feathers. Just remember.
Sounds like just
I think I'm just going to do a bong rip while we wait.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Take a pillow.
Hey, Debi, Stabby's saying that you banned him, but unbanned him, and that's why he's avoiding your chat. Stabby's kind of...
Stabby's kind of an asshole. Well, he can't decide if he loves me, or he hates me, or he loves me, or he hates me. I think he's on a down cycle right now in his manic phase. I mean, he's in his... what's it called? Manic depression. I think he's in a depressive phase.
Manic depression. Yeah.
Are you saying he's having his menopause period?
I don't know about that, but I know that he seems to be going.
He's menopausing.
He goes
Dr.
up.
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, Victor said Dr.
I menopause whenever I'm low on pot.
Did you do it yet, Alan? Are you ready?
Let's see. It says logging me in.
Oh man.
Hold up. Pay now. There we go.
Hold on. Fuck.
I have a secret offshore account, and that's what I use for my Skype credit and for porno, is that offshore account.
Felicia loves Debi. She loves
You know what? Felicia sounds like a fucking hole.
Yeah. You could say that.
That's all she is a fucking.
You don't even know
Liz's
Stabby,
fucking hole.
Felicia. You don't. How can you say? She was telling the Jew that she loved him tonight. She goes, "I just love you."
Well, I got to admit, I don't know her, but that does come across as a serious character flaw.
She's a fucking hole. No, I don't want to save any of that shit. You got your money out of me, you fucks.
I know.
Okay, they're all like trying to hit me up with ads and shit, and I'm like, no.
Have you done it yet?
You wait till it expires, and they send you fucking 35 messages a day to remind you.
I wonder if I could call Goose and add you guys in.
Oh shit! Now I bought $10 worth of worthless Skype credit. Oh
Why?
well, I'll see if Angela's doing anything later. Sorry.
Gross.
Hey, I might just, I don't know. Hey, it's late. Everybody's asleep. Fuck it.
Somebody sent me one of those Kooks picture when she was heading up the We the People, and man, she looked fat as pig. She said she was pregnant.
No shit.
She wasn't pregnant.
Wow.
I still say she's just cowpoke with a wig on.
You could be right about that.
Well, have you ever noticed that they're never together at the same time?
Holy shit.
So, are we ready or not? I feel like we're in a standstill here.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the
throw
dude.
him in. All right, here he comes. I think. I don't know. Now, before Goose comes on, Goose he talks, and he has a lot to say, and
I'll let him take over.
I love him to death. Oh, I do too.
That's fine.
Goose can always take over my shows because Goose brings content. He's not
right.
He's not an asshole like some people are.
That's right. Debbie, I resent that remark.
Not
No, I'm
you.
kidding.
Everybody takes everything so personal.
I'm a fucking narcissist is what I am.
Hey, Vic.
Jew. Jesus
Are
Christ.
you going to add him or not?
Yeah, I'm going to add him.
When?
Add people this call. Will you please just be patient with me? Here we go. All right, Skype's delivered my order. Woohoo. Great.
Hello?
Goose.
Word, what's going on?
What up? You're on with Debbie and Joe Seeker, and we're just talking about the latest bitch to come around the block here on Spreaker.
I'm totally out of the loop on that, so you're going to have to give me the short and skinny on it.
All right, long story short, these two ladies came in and they started, podcasting, and they have a little fun show here on Spreaker called Liz and WTF, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, they just start taking shots at Debbie.
Oh, wait. No, Debbie dropped their names to me earlier, and I was like, wait, I recognize that. And I could go into my Skype history. I called into them like a month or two ago.
Oh, yeah?
I'd say it was a couple of months ago. Yeah, and they had just started. They were doing prank calls and stuff, and I figured, hey, what the hell? I'll see if they want me to call in. And I gave them my Skype, and, they're like, hey, we're doing prank calls or whatever. I'm like, hey, I'll do a prank call with you. And I gave them a bunch of numbers and stuff, and, it seemed like we were going to have a good time, but then we start doing prank calls, and I'm calling these places, and some douchebag on the call keeps, saying dumb shit and giggling like a fucking Japanese schoolgirl while I'm on the call, and just ruin the entire thing. Like, they're just total hacks, which is fine. I mean, that's standard on Spreaker, but
that is.
Yeah, I just felt like I was doing them a favor. Like, hey, I'll call in and show you guys how it's done. All right, we'll have a good time. And and then they just shit on it. And then they have the nerve 2 weeks later.
Who was
to,
with you tonight? We did it
randomly
really
on
good.
Skype.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just called me out of the blue, and I just hung up on it. Like, I didn't answer because I was busy. I was playing video games or some shit, or watching some bullshit on YouTube. I don't know, just doing internet shit. And they called me on Skype, and I'm like, fuck these guys. I mean, you know, I didn't even make it a thing when I was on the call with him. I'm just like, oh well, it was real, and I hung up. You know, I didn't make a dramatic thing out of it. But yeah, I mean, they're just fucking another pair of losers on Spreaker. You know, nothing new there. But okay, so they took a couple swipes at Debi. I mean, what's new? You know?
Yeah. It's funny. It's like somebody told them, said, "Hey, you guys want a lot of listeners?" And they're like, "Yeah. Well, there's this girl named Debi Daly. You wanna take shots at her, and then all of her people will follow you." And Goose, you should have seen it, man. The chat room was full of men just holding their dicks and just like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing ever." It was fucking.
What's a lot of listeners on Spreaker?
What's that?
Well, what is that? Like, what does that mean? What is a lot of listeners on Spreaker?
I agree, Goose.
500, 600?
Yeah, they're
yeah,
around
but even if, yeah, okay, even if, but like, what is that? that's nothing.
It means
even if it were that high.
Well, but for the compared to some of these people who get 15 or 21, that's something that they aspire to, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah, but like aspiring to anything on Spreaker is just sad. Okay, I mean, let's be real. I mean, nobody's going to go anywhere on Spreaker.com. None of you assholes are going anywhere. Okay, your dreams are bullshit.
I agree, Goose. It's just a hobby,
and I say that in the nicest way possible. Okay, I mean, you're better off just you're better off investing in thick twine rope. Okay. And I'm not going to go any further than that. You guys can figure out what to do with said rope once you buy it. Okay, there's diagrams and stuff I could show you, but you know,
or a nice belt. And
I got banned. I got banned the last time I told somebody what to do with that rope. So that's all I got to say about having dreams on Spreaker.
Jesus, and they just went right after Debi and were just like, they did a clip show on her today, like classic Guy Shea type clip show, where they put her in situations and made it sound like she was blowing somebody, like they had her in the fucking studio, and yeah, it was
too.
Oh,
like why wouldn't you hit me up? Like that's probably why they were calling me. They're like, oh wait, this guy's been trolling Debi. I said this the other day because Debi said something after I got bit by some gay spider. I'm like, oh look, you know, here I am dying, and some lady I've been trolling for 7 years finally cares, right? You know, I was kidding, but I've been fucking with her podcast for 7 years, and like, why? I'm starting to wonder. Maybe these people are like trying to get material out of me. Fuck them. Do your own digging. Faggot.
Seriously, when I was going to go on anyway tonight because I didn't have shit to do, and I started talking to
you did.
Joe.
You didn't feed your kids because you wanted to come.
They're saying
gave them some cake cuisine.
Hey Goose,
and said, "Hey, have at it."
It was a Slurpee and a bag of Cheetos. My kids live well.
Hey Goose, they're saying that Goose. They're saying we didn't call you. Liz is pulling it up right now to prove it. And this guy on the phone loves cock.
Hey, Liz, not as much as you do.
When is that a fucking secret? No, I guarantee you I love cock more than her. Here, let me pull it up right now.
I just want to state I have no fondness for cock at all.
Okay. Oh, all right. Here we go. All right. First time I called into them was May 6th, and what did I said a week or two after, right? They called me back. Okay, Saturday, May 14th, 2016. Call from Liz and what the fuck at 12:38 a.m. Like just after midnight. What the fuck are you doing? Fucking hit me up like right after midnight.
That sounds like
Skype,
a booty
like
call.
unannounced. No text message. No like, hey, you want to come on now? It's like, hey, you know. I mean, I'm not hating. I don't care. I don't care if they call me, but it's just like, fuck you guys. You suck. You're hacks.
Sounds
you
like
know, I was nice enough not to say it, but they're hacks.
Yeah, they're total hacks.
But that has nothing to do with them going after Debi. Of course, go after Debi. Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? If that gets your rocks off, whatever, make a clip show about Debi. Like that hasn't been done before.
Right?
Like
20 million times.
There is the odd YouTube video.
You know, and I've blown everybody out of the water on that one. I am like the ultimate. fucking Debi clip show master. Like, you asked me to do a clip show on Debi, I'm going to give you the best Spreaker show that has ever happened. And not many people will listen live, but they'll fucking listen back on it. They'll listen to that archive. They'll link it to other people. You know, I fucking wrote the book on Debi Daily, okay? And Debi can attest to that. I literally...
What, Joe?
You win, Deb. But
Okay.
Just remember.
All right, thank you. Bye. I don't have to remember anything, Joe. Just stay gone.
He wrote the book. Like, if there was a book on Debi Daily...
Goose.
Encyclopedia Dramatica.
They were going,
exactly.
I just cannot believe this Encyclopedia Dramatica and everything it says.
Well, I fucking wrote that shit.
I know, I told them that.
Now, I will say this. It was edited by some illiterate faggots. Okay, so, like, the parts where there's, like, the spelling and stuff, I don't claim that. All right, I don't claim that. I'm not, like, some brilliant fucking writer, but I am competent enough not to make those kind of dumb mistakes. You know, there were certain people that went on there.
I'm not.
All right.
Well, I am.
Right there.
Well, Angela Utley is the one that Angela and the Jew were leading them around by a leash. You know, well, the Jews... Go ahead.
Speaking of Angela, she hit me up earlier today. Or she hit me up a couple days ago, and then I responded back, and then she finally responded today. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. What's this meme about Pimp Hat being in jail? Like, I've seen that going around. Like, Pimp Hat's been fairly consistent with his online presence in the past couple of years, you know? Like,
I have no idea.
He hasn't ever gone to jail.
Pimp Hat Pimp Hat's in jail? Who's saying that?
Somebody did go into
other
the
people
chat
have been
room
saying that too.
and say that. They did say, like, who has the sock elephant dick or whatever it is? It's a dude with sweats and a big dick.
Wait a minute. Goose, remember I told you there's a sock account of you on Spreaker, and I told you a few months ago, I think.
Oh, there's a few of them.
And they were saying in a chat room that he went to jail for, y'all were looking for bond money or something?
No. Pip Hat's never even been to jail.
It's your sock account. But see, Angela believes anything anybody tells her.
Made a sock of me?
Yes, and they were taught, they must have gone into one of her stupid shows, and she believes anything anybody tells her. You know that.
I feel famous. Yeah, well, anyway, she came up to me. She's like, "Oh, Goose, if it's true that Pimp Hat went to jail, do you have his address so I can send him supportive messages?"
Oh, my
like,
God.
He's been shitposting on Twitter. What are you talking about?
Oh, my God.
What are you talking about, lady? So,
he got a job or something.
Typical.
I always thought he went back to school every winter, and then in the summer he always come back around.
He ain't going to school. He does, like, contract kind of construction stuff. He makes good money.
Yeah, he's got a job.
Makes good money.
He's legitimate.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, he kind of, you know, I'm not gonna go into detail, but
I've never denied. I have never denied Pimp Hat's intelligence ever. I've never denied it ever. He's very intelligent.
I mean, I will say he does have a very physical job. I mean, he works with his hands, you know, and he is a very smart guy. But he does have a very good job, and he makes decent money. But like, he's never been to jail. I mean, I don't know where that's coming from, but I wish people would quit hitting me up about that. It's like, at least tell me where that meme's coming from, because like it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, so neither does a group of trailer park hags attacking Debi right out of the blue. Girls, Liz and WTF, whatever the fuck you are, take notes, bitches. This is how it's done. You got masters on the mic right now. Take notes.
Well, what do you know about these people?
I know that they started following me and the whole drama crew early on, so they probably had some knowledge of what goes on Spreaker.
Yeah, they don't know shit. Hold on, let me click it around here.
It just seems kind of funny that they know who to follow.
Speak amongst yourselves. Yeah, speak
All right.
about yourself. Let the wild goose do something.
Here's a topic. The, fuck, I forgot what that joke was. I forgot. I totally forgot. Never mind. It was a Saturday Night Live joke. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
The Roman Catholic Empire is neither Roman Catholic nor an empire. Discuss. I'm joking.
Oh wow. That's a little too deep for where I'm at right now.
Joe probably knows about it though. Joe's pretty smart.
Joe's a smart fucker.
What's this Gomez stuff? What is Gomez?
Oh, she's the mean one in the band. In the band, I was reading the chat room. She's the mean one in the group.
Yeah, Liz and the Pussycats.
Gomez? Liz Gomez?
Fucking Liz and the Holograms, fucking bitches.
It's
no,
Liz.
Hold on. So Liz is like the main chick, or Gomez is like her sidekick?
The main chick
Gomez
is Liz.
has a fucking mustache.
Yeah, she's Liz.
No, I need to know. No, I'm asking the name. So like Liz
is like
Liz
the boss.
Is not Gomez.
No, Liz.
Okay, Liz is whatever she is, but Gomez is somebody different from Liz.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and they got some male hole who laughs at everything they say. Probably, but I don't know. Probably pussy whipped by him or whatever. Probably they're
like you on.
Yeah, kind of like me. Probably has a ball gag in his mouth and, sleeps with a fucking leather mask on. But anyway, that's none of my business. So, yeah, I just don't get it. Why do you come out?
So you guys are like threatened by these people or something?
No, it's just kind of funny that they're
weird.
coming out so crazy.
Yeah, they went all Goose.
They
went all fucking. They went every third man to the south wall against me. I'm serious. Doing show after show after show after show after show. Just fuck you, cunt, you sucking bitch. You're sucking. Blah, 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 blah. And the Jew is just pumping them full of shit. The Jew and Angela.
I'm sure he is pumping them full of something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at this chick's Twitter page. I mean, she's got kind of a MySpace page going on, airbrushed image there.
Are you banned?
I'd slip her the sausage. I'd slip her the sausage.
Wait a minute, Goose. Are you saying that you'd give her the old 15?
The old 10 and a half,
We could throw tamales at her.
15 and a half.
Slap her in the face with it.
I'd throw it to her.
Anyway.
Well, that's not.
I'd throw it down there. I'd throw it down there. Yeah.
Are you banned off Facebook, Goose?
I haven't had a legit Facebook account.
I mean, but can you even go there? Is what I'm saying. Yeah,
I can go there.
You got to see their Facebook.
I have a sock account on there, but that's it.
Oh, you got to see their.
It's just so I can spy on people's Facebook. That's the only reason I have it.
You should
see certain Facebook pages you can only see if you have a Facebook account. So I have my Facebook account where I don't say shit to anybody. I just go on other people's Facebook accounts and look at their posts, and then cyber stalk them.
You should see. Well, I'm just saying you should see their Facebook account. They've got these videos on there that are just.
Oh, let me say it, Debbie.
Hold on just a minute.
Who's that link?
Don't start it. Hold on just a second. Hey, Goose, did you hear about Plano High School?
We're on the network.
No, that's not how you say it. We're on the network.
Network.
Hey, did Moxie die?
Network.
Speaking of that, did Moxie die?
No, Moxie's not dead.
There's some weird fucking.
Just because somebody isn't present on the internet for a couple of minutes doesn't mean they're dead.
Well, I'm just telling you what I heard, but I didn't believe it. That's why I asked you.
No, Moxie is not dead.
The Jew told people that she killed herself.
Hey, Goose.
Well, the Jew says a lot of things.
Goose.
Yeah.
Goose. I got some intel for you, brother.
Are you sure?
Somebody
it's very intelligent?
Not really. Somebody in Debbie's chat room is calling you a stalking loser, and it says that this show is the worst pile of dog shit they've ever heard.
Well, listen, it's
that seems harsh.
1 a.m., right? and I'm a single white male, and I'm dialed into a show called the Debi Daily After Dark Show, or whatever it is. So, yeah, you're not entirely incorrect. So, hey, good one, guy. You got it.
There it is, right on. There it is.
But Goose, if they're acknowledging that, then they have to take it one step further and realize that they are the audience of said show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, who's listening to this shit? There's the link to their Facebook, Goose.
Oh boy, put that link, Goose. I don't know.
Well, it's just their Facebook.
I don't know about this link. Is this like Pub Girl or something? Is there going to be like a volcanic eruption coming out of somebody's rear orifice?
No.
I wish I loved exercise as much as I love getting drunk and eating everything.
He's there.
Oh,
I bet she does eat everything.
Oh yeah.
That picture
I wonder
of her
who pays
is
for her booze.
that picture of her is real.
And What the Fuck feature shows every Friday night and Saturday night, and another show midweek every week. Buckle up. Things get a little weird.
Ooh,
oh yeah,
buckle up.
You need to click the videos, Goose. You need to click the videos.
I gotta be honest. If that was a dating profile, I would message her.
Ooh, buckle up.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, everybody.
Get wild and crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna be wild, and we're gonna
That's just how us hillbillies talk.
Funny.
That's how us.
Reminds me of this girl. She died in a haunted house, and I found her YouTube profile, and I looked at one of her videos, and it's like her and her girlfriend, and they were like, "Hey, my name's Candace," or some shit. It was some like generic
I'm
rich
Tammy.
white girl name.
We're Tammy and Becky. Tammy and Becky.
You want me to be? If you guys want us to say something funny, and she even said it like that. Want us to say something funny? Just send us a message. We'll dance, and one day we're going to be real famous. And I got the video. I got chopped up the video, and I threw it up. I made an RIP page for her. I mean, the bitch died in a haunted house. And I actually got a call from the sheriff's department of the town she was in, and they asked me to take the video down. And eventually YouTube did take it down, but, like, they called me beforehand. Like, the sheriff was calling my Skype number over and over and over again. I finally picked up, and Derek was on the line. He's like, "Sir, we need you to take this YouTube video down, or, things are going to get, things might get complicated." I'm like, "Ooh." Yeah, and I'm like, "Well, what do you mean by complicated?" "Well, sir, I don't want to elaborate on that, but..." I'm like, no. You're asking me to take something down. What happens if I don't take it down? He goes, "Well, sir, I'm just asking you to politely take it down." I just said no and hung up. But eventually they had fucking YouTube take it down. But I do have it on private on my YouTube channel. I could pull that up eventually here.
Oh,
but
I just got a visual of
fucking
Gomez. Oh my god.
Anyway, these sound like a grown-up version of that dead chick. And I think that's the only reason I got a call from the sheriff's office and why I won't make videos or RIP pages for anybody that's, like, underage anymore, is because, like, then, it's still not illegal, but, like, it does draw unwanted attention from law enforcement.
You got a call from the sheriff's office.
Yeah, and it's like, I wasn't doing anything illegal, but at the same time, I don't
hello.
like
May we speak to Wild Goose? May we speak to Wild Goose, please? This is the sheriff's office.
Yeah, seriously. Well, the reason they knew my Skype number is because some bitch on Facebook was like, "Call me, motherfucker, call me." And I got her phone number, and I called her. I was like, "Okay, what's up?" And then she got all pissed off and screaming at me, and, I hung up. And then, like, apparently she gave my number to the cops, and that's how they figured me out. Yeah, it was
you never know what you're going to get in a response.
Christian Benj. Okay, I found the video. It's like a unlisted video. So here, I'll I'll drop Debbie the link. She can like put it in the chat or whatever.
This is
but yeah, she was like a 16, 17-year-old girl died in a haunted house.
Oh my God, no! Here we go. Listen.
Something so ordinary.
Go for it.
Trip to a Halloween haunted house. A 16-year-old girl is dead after visiting the land of illusion.
Is it over?
Christian Benj suffered from a serious medical condition.
Ebola.
Hi, my name's Desiree. And my name's Christian. From now on, we're going to be posting videos on YouTube of us singing and dancing and acting and being funny. And if you really like us, you need to subscribe our videos and tell us what you think.
Goose,
and
wait. Is that her? Is that her, actually?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is great.
Share it with everybody. Please tell them to look us up. Because we need to be your...
She actually died in a haunted house?
Yeah. All over the fucking news.
Oh, I got to keep up with Goose's activities more.
Next.
What, Joe?
I wouldn't go to one of them fucking things.
It's not real, Joe. It's just.
I know, but I still wouldn't do it.
Is there any particular reason? I want to hear the rest of this one. Who was that
guy? You got to sign a dumb waiver, so you know.
Yeah, that if you die, there's
some of
them. Some of them are in Hollywood, and they're pretty.
Justin Bieber or Katy Perry or something.
Wow.
And
did you make this video, Goose?
Wow.
How do you do that? How do you do that right there?
Adobe Premiere. I just did a masking effect. Oh wait, are you talking about like
where the guy
kind
comes up and
things?
goes,
Huh?
yeah, the guy pops up and goes,
wow. Oh, I did, it was a chroma key effect. So, like, I just took out the color in the background.
You know what I played on my show last night? All the women are peeing in their ass. I was playing on my show last night. I couldn't remember the name of it.
All the little feminists are pissing out their ass.
That's great. I think that's one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life for some reason.
That's a good. It's got a good beat.
It's got a great beat.
Oh yeah.
She would always put others before herself and would never hear or complain. No matter what I promised, I'm sticking by her side. She will always be my best friend. Even though she's no longer here on Earth, everyone loves her, and it's not the same in our lives. She played the biggest role in all of our lives, and I miss her so much.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt! You make me sick, you big baby!
And now this 16-year-old Benj is dead. Authorities say she was making her way through the haunted house.
Is that Hank Hill?
When she...
Yeah.
Hank Hill's on the call with us. Are you there, Hank? Goose does the best fucking Hank Hill.
She's a loser.
I'm right through.
He really does.
Loser! You're a loser! You feeling sorry for yourself, you big baby?
Here's Goose's song he did on Feminist.
Mr. Trump, one of the things people love about you is you speak your mind and you don't use a politician's filter. However, that is not without its downsides, in particular when it comes to women. You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't. Your Twitter account... For the record, it was well beyond Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
All the little feminists are pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass. They can't get fucked, so they're getting real crass. They got their heads smashed through a ceiling made of glass. When I man spread, it gets some real triggers. And then I pull my dick out and whip them like niggers. Hillary Clinton is a Jewish reptilian. Shits out her mouth like Anita Sarkeesian. All the little feminists are pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass. All the little feminists are pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass. All the little feminists are pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass. Trans quits go ape when I call them traps. I probably misgender and fist them up the wage gap. See a bitch in public and I grab her from behind. If we're on the internet, it's tits or get offline. You're trying to stump Trump, so fuck you, Megyn Kelly. I can't find a rhyme for that, so fuck you, Megyn Kelly. Feminists get urinary incontinence when they're getting punked by Milo Yiannopoulos. PTSD from Twitter makes you numb. I fuck your pussy harder than Tasha Shock syndrome. All the little feminists are pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass. Pissing out their ass.
Wait a minute. Did y'all? Have I still got y'all with me?
Yeah. No.
Goose, are you still here?
No.
Okay. Somebody's trying to call in from area code 701.
I hear that.
Do we know who this is? Do we want to add them in?
No.
No.
Hi, Bill.
It's 701-720-8803. So if y'all want to add them. I can tell
Do
you.
it.
Yeah, fuck it. We're going to do it. All right. It is. Let me give it to you, Wayne Allen. 701, and then it's 7. Bump, 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 bump. There's the number that they're trying to call us. Just keep your tits on, okay? Hold on. Whoever you are. All right. Oh, they interrupted that fucking song. That's the best song. I like the way he goes, I don't know what to rhyme, so fuck you, Megyn Kelly. I love that line. Fuck you.
Okay.
I don't know who this is, so if it's these assholes.
Adam, man.
It might be these stupid
I hope
bitches.
it's my dad.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Who's...
My dad loves calling in the podcast while I'm on. He's like, Travis, you need to go to bed. What are you doing? Prank call me podcast.
Let me see.
Hey, Debi, you remember when my dad called in?
Yes. It was the greatest in the world. Did you add him?
I'm working on it.
My dad's like, you got to go to bed, Goose. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life, son?
And oh man, who hung up on us? Not cool, dudes. What did you do? Hold on, what do we got here?
Oh my god, I was trying to add him and it didn't work.
Maybe I can add him. You hung up on Goose. He said,
yeah,
I got dropped too.
That was a total mistake.
All right, hold on. Goose wants to be added back in. What happened, dude?
My God, that was a mistake.
You've
I
got
don't know
the
what
numbers. Just add them back in. Just add the numbers in.
Why don't you get your oldest kid up there to run Skype for you?
Nah, she would take over the show. Let me see here.
Goose
okay,
goes,
I don't.
Goose goes, I got dropped.
I'm trying to add the number. It ain't letting me.
Why?
I don't know. Let me see. Add participants. Add people to this call.
Yeah, it's the right number.
Yeah. Try adding them on your end, Deb. For some reason, it ain't helping.
I don't know if I can because it's not my call, but I'll try. Goose, pick back up. I was having fun listening to Goose.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if we can add Goose right here. What was that? He said call him then. All right, hold on, everybody.
See.
I can't. It's not my call, sweetie. You did it with Goose. Just do what you did with Goose, whatever.
That's what I did.
I'm just going to take a bong rip while you guys figure this shit out.
Wait, there's
there
Goose.
You go.
Oh, shit.
There he is.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I wasn't dialed into Skype. But I'm downloading some heavy-duty shit.
Nice.
Unity, so.
Okay.
Connection might not be great.
That's loud, Joe.
Oh!
Nobody's running it. I'm here. I'm just real tired tonight. I'm always exhausted after I've been having a long week. I am exhausted. I should probably go put on a binge watch of something like Breaking Bad or something and go to sleep. Although I slept a long time today, I think I'm just really tired. Yeah, that's what's wrong. I'm tired, and I'm so depressed about the little one being gone. It's so sad. It really is. It's very sad. And I don't remember any of that ever happening when we were young. I don't remember parents taking away children for weeks and weeks and months at a time. I just think it's weird. I think it's weird and it's fucked up, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do, so. So I'll go ahead and end it since y'all are getting bored to death, and besides, everybody in the chat room doesn't like me anyway, right? I'm not here to entertain people that don't like me. I don't like being around people that don't like me. So I'll see you guys the next time I do it, all right? It's all good. I'm fine. I'm just tired. Everything's fine. I mean, I'm not fighting with anybody or anything like that. I'm just really tired. And, yeah, that's about all. So I'll see you guys later, all right? Bye, guys.